All right, it's King Butcher. Welcome to BDA Boxing, the Boxing Debate Arena countdown show. So it's like an open lines. Anybody can join. Everybody should join. We're on BDA, the main Discord. And yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Dark Hado, Alejandro Solis, Rafael, Julius Camosa, The Ice Witch, Windy City, Buddy Love, Jamie Raiden. All right, we already got a lot of people over here. We got J Will 38 as well. He's a Bucho doing the second shift. That's right, I'm doing the second shift right now. It's gonna be a lot more of a relaxed show. I was looking at the odds. What is it? Zayas is like a 3.5 underdog, like plus 350. So I was a little bit surprised by those odds. I should place a bet on that. I don't know if BDA took down your predictions. Maybe we can also do that. Also, I know for sure BDA didn't do the what's it called here? The comparative analysis. We can also do that. We'll go through this very quickly. Who has more speed? Who has more power? Who has more ring IQ, experience, footwork, resistance, stamina, mental strength? Frank Bay in the chat says, "What up, BDA and chat? Hit the like. Yeah, hit the like. Hit the like. Hit the like. Hit the like. It really helps us out. If you don't hit the like, we're ending the show. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. So yeah, BDA said he's gonna jump on maybe a little bit later. I don't know if he's there. Link in the chat. Well, you guys know where. I don't know if we should be posting links now. You know what? Let me just take that off. We're gonna be freaking out. But yeah, we're on the main BDA Discord. So if you want to talk boxing, just go ahead and join us. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. Try to do something here. Oh shit, BDA. Sorry, I was muted so you couldn't hear me. Alright, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna fucking do something over here.
How dare you?
How dare
me in
I?
the dark?
What's he say? What's up?
I said, how dare you?
Yeah, I heard you.
How dare you keeping me in the dark, man?
Yeah, I was muted. I don't know. Fuck, I haven't done a show in a while, man. I forget how this shit works.
What shit? I mean, first
Everything
of all, the swearing,
muted. It's not Sunday, so I think I'm allowed to swear. Okay. All right, ABDA, did you take predictions down?
Yes, there's if you go on Dropbox, there should be a whole document there.
I see.
I've got the documents.
Let me check.
Anyway, man, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people. While you look for it, I'll just reiterate what I said in the morning, that there's a lot of people who are.
Yeah. Did you cut off?
Most people are thinking what the popular picks are for what's his name, for Ennis, and what the popular picks are for Zayas. And there are some people who are saying Ennis is going to be too much for Zayas. He's going to be too strong, too experienced. He hits harder. Whereas the people who are picking Zayas are saying, well, Zayas is just better schooled, and Ennis has too many defensive gaps in his shield for him to be able to stop Zayas for all 12 rounds, or to prevent Zayas from hitting him for all 12 rounds. And one thing I said was, and curiously enough, or coincidentally enough, Cedric Agnew's podcast, somebody posted a clip on Twitter of them talking about how this could look like Cambosos Teofimo Lopez. And that's something that I mentioned in the morning as well. So people are seeing the parallels. Just because Bucho, people are saying, well, Zayas doesn't hit hard. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, well, Cambosos didn't hit as hard as Lopez at 135. And even then, you could argue Lopez's power at 135 was kind of overrated, but definitely was a harder puncher than Cambosos. And yet Cambosos dropped him and did enough damage to win a fight. So why can't Zayas do that? Like, is Zayas a Paulie Malignaggi, Chris Bird type of puncher?
I don't know. I don't think so. He's pretty big. He's looking big. I don't know if Ennis has ever fought somebody that big.
Well, if there's one thing that Benavidez showed us, is that even if the guy's bigger, if you just string your punches well enough, you can stump a guy. but he's gonna have to land a lot of those shots on
Zayas.
Zayas.
I don't think Zayas is gonna. He's not an easy target like Zurdo was.
Definitely not, man. Definitely not. I'm still leaning towards Ennis, but I mean, I just don't know how good defensively he is against a guy who can move against like Zayas. Now, one thing we a lot of us harp on the Karen fight about how much the Karen touched him with those punches, but Zayas, as Ennis was also landing a lot of shots on him, he was also making him hesitate with those quick counters. So Ennis, the impetus is also gonna be on Zayas to prevent Ennis from catching him with those counters, because you can hit Ennis, but usually he replies right back with something.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. But do you think Ennis can seriously hurt Zayas?
Yes.
Oh man.
I mean, it's the punching power 154. People are a little unconvinced still because the only guy he stopped at 154 was Lima. Although I think who was saying that? I think it was Severino on the Frank Bay podcast was talking about how Ennis has fought above 147 before. Catch weight type of stuff, like, we'll do it at 150 or something like that early on in his career or somewhere down the line. But this is the first true test at 154 for sure. So there is that question. Yeah, it's like, can he hurt Zayas? I would assume so.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Ennis brings more power to 154, right?
That would be, that's the assumption that he no longer has to kill himself to make 147, so therefore he should pack a little bit more pop at 154.
Like he's out of the cage?
Yeah, let him out of the cage. By the way, people are betting on Twitter about how many times Bozy Ennis is going to tell Ennis to get him out of there.
Get him out of there.
Get him out of there. Thought I told you to get him out of there.
I thought I told you. I thought I told you to get him out of there.
Well, what's going on here? It's the 8th round. He's still in there. Get him out of there. It's the very end of the last round. You've been dropped 3 times. Like, you got to get him out of there. I've asked every single round to get him out of there.
Dad, what do I do? Get him out of there.
Why does he wear that swimming cap? Why does he wear that? He says he's got swimming.
That's a good question, man. That is a good question. Kind of disturbing.
They're navigating the waters.
Like his gimmick. They all got a gimmick. He's got a swimming cap, and then Tank Davis's trainer has like glasses with like a line on them, like he's gonna lose them, like it wraps around his neck.
Well, former trainer, people are speculating that Tank Davis dropped Calvin Davis now.
He seems like he diddled him.
All right, fool, come on, man.
He just seems like that kind of guy. Just he wears like old lady glasses, right?
Right? With a chain.
Have you ever read? You know those old glasses that women in the 50s used to wear, like the triangle.
Yeah, that's
what he's wearing. Yeah.
He's like good. He's like drinking a cup of tea with his wristband. Girl, let me tell you.
But let me tell you something. Fu, Bucho, I was talking with Fu earlier, and I asked him about his prediction, and then I said he's picking Zayas, but then I said, well, but if Ennis wins, are you going to give him credit? And Fu TV said no. So Fu, people are going to come after you saying that, like, oh, you can't win with Fu TV. He just won't give a guy credit.
I mean, look, this guy is heavily favored, and he chose this guy specifically because he perceives him as not being a big puncher. He thinks he's just going to run him over. I think that's what he really believes. But that's what Xander wants. He wants this guy to come at him. But again, if he beats him, I mean, really, he's doing what everyone predicted. So
yeah, is there pressure?
Xander who's really beating the odds, right?
Wait, hold on. Let me just, before I get to this question, Money Mark 71S. Thank you for your super
the
chat.
audio cut out. I can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
I can hear him.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Do you hear me now?
Oh, I think he muted me.
All right, because I can't hear anything.
Tell him to unmute.
I can hear you first.
Can you hear me, Fu? Can you hear me, BDA?
Well, now I can hear you, yeah. I couldn't hear you there for a minute, so I don't know.
I think he muted me. Tell him just to unmute me.
I think you muted. Yeah, okay, I'm going to tell him. I think you muted Bucho.
Did I?
I don't know. That's what he's saying. Maybe that you muted him, and that way you can hear.
All right, before I forget, Money Mark, thank you for your super chat. He says, salute BDA. Boots by majority decision, but will be close fight. Will be a close fight. Will Garcia versus Ben happen? All right. First of all, thank you for your super chat. I'm gonna write down your prediction over here. We have a list. You saying Boots by majority decision? Is that what do you think about that prediction, BDA?
Boots by majority decision. Yeah, I can see him winning a decision too. It's not an either or. Like either Ennis wins by knockout or Zayas wins by decision. Ennis can win a decision if he lands enough shots on Zayas, particularly body shots. If he lands the flashier shots, because as we've been mentioning, he does have the faster hand. Quick, don't get me wrong, he's not a slowpoke. But when he lands those shots, it's not the same thing as Ennis. Ennis has that mix of speed and power that really makes the crowd go ooh and ah. So it's possible that those shots may sway the judges more than Zayas' own ordinance.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, shout out to Official Scorecard Boxing. He says, Boots and Kambosos are very different. Kambosos may still struggle with his pressure and output. Boots may do it with something different, explosiveness or power.
I think Xander's going to be piecing him up with combinations. I don't think he's that fast. I think he's got one punch. He's a one-punch guy. It's always one big right hand, one big left hand. He doesn't really like – there's not a flow to it. It's very stiff, and he tries real hard to hurt you with the shots. And I don't really think he's that big of a puncher. Like I've seen him beat up little tiny men, and they're still standing. So, rated, I don't know, because he's getting these weird stoppages, and the guys are smiling when they go to the corner, and then it gets stopped in the corner when the guy's smiling, literally smiling at him.
What are you implying?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you.
I don't know what's going on. I saw 2 fights of his that were like that. You watch the Stanionis fight. He throws 3 uppercuts, right? He hits the guy, bloodies his nose a little bit. Stanionis beats him up for the rest of the round, and then he turns his head and smiles at Boots, goes back to the corner, and they stop the fight. I'm like, why? Obviously, these guys didn't come there to win. So I'm saying, this guy in, the only fight I've seen him knock somebody dead with, one punch was the guy he just fought. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And who the hell's that guy? I don't even know who he is.
Lima.
Oh, Lima.
Yeah.
Hey, Butch, are you writing down the predictions?
Yes, sir. I'm adding. I added your.
Write down my prediction.
Are you saving them in the same location or?
No, I'm gonna copy paste them and put them back in the folder in the file.
Okay, because there's a bunch of them There's a bunch of people in the chat. Like Jaime Leiden wants to write down the prediction.
Okay, I'll write them down.
Yeah, well, while we do that, don't forget to jump on. Have you posted the link in the chat for people to jump on?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna put it there. And if you can take down the predictions there in the chat, I'm gonna ask Fu another question here. One thing we haven't talked about. One thing we.
Yeah. Sorry.
What's that?
No, I'm not even thinking. I'm typing it. Anyways, go ahead.
Fu, one thing we haven't talked about was about how a lot of Ennis fans were saying, well, wait and see for the Karen. Once the Karen starts fighting other people and beating them, that win for Ennis is going to age well. And it turns out it didn't. How significant is that, if at all, about the Karen losing to Paddy Donovan?
I heard he got knocked out, right?
No. He got dropped twice, I believe.
He got dropped.
Yeah, dropped.
I mean, it means something, I would think, right? They're acting like this guy had this great win, and he struggled against that. Actually, I thought he lost the fight, but I'd have to watch it again. It was pretty close. But, I mean, if this guy's beating this dude like that, right, dropping him twice and beating him easy, then, yeah, that says a lot about how good Boots is, I would say. But this is like his kryptonite, this style that Xander fights in. That's why when I heard this fight was announced, I was like, wow, like Eddie Hearn strikes again, right? They think, oh, he can't punch that good. That's what they're thinking. But he can move really well, right?
Mm-hmm.
He can move well. And I'm telling you, it wouldn't shock me if he dropped Boots, because he got sneaky left hook to the body. And Boots is there to be hit all the time to that body. He is, a real high guard. He doesn't tuck his elbows well. I could see him eating body shots and just going down from him, eating a liver shot. And especially with the way he's acting, right? You see the way he's acting? I'm just going to go through him. Oh, he's never fought anybody like me.
Right.
Like, he's really overly confident. And what's funny is that he says this with a straight face, and Xander's standing next to him just smiling, because I think he knows it. He's like, dude, I know what you are.
If the power
you're nothing special.
if Boots' power, because so you're saying Boots is coming in there confident, he believes in his power, maybe a little bit too much. If eventually
he didn't look too confident. Did you see yesterday the press event?
No, I missed it. What
The
happened?
ceremony in Wayne's? He did not look confident at all. Xander's there smiling, looking like Manny Pacquiao before a fight. You know how Manny's all happy. This guy's looking all angry. He's all angry and sucked in, doing these stupid like duck face little dances. And he looked like he had this look on his face of concern to me. That's what I saw. Because he's looking at Xander standing around next to him, smiling. You know that's got to get in his head.
Yeah, he's not intimidating him.
No, he's not, and he's actually looking down on him. So when they're doing their face off, he's looking down at Boots, and Boots is looking up. It's not a huge height difference. You know, he's pushing his chin up and looking down at him, which is, it's kind of like mind games. And then after that, he just poses, and you can see there's no fear at all in this guy. And I saw him analyzing Boots in an interview, and I think he knows exactly what he's going to do to him. His coach knows it too. They were like, they know what they're going to do. And he says that most of the guys that fight this guy do exactly what he wants. He's saying that, that's not what I'm going to do. So I think it's going to be very similar to the Karen fight. But Boots is going to get hit with shots that are bigger than the ones that Karen could deliver. Because this guy's a bigger, stronger guy. So I think it's going to be really interesting.
If Boots' power doesn't manifest itself in the fight, like, is he going to start to panic? You guys think? Or does he have enough tools?
Big trouble.
What do you think, BDA, then?
I think he's in big trouble if he can't impose his will and really hurt this guy.
You don't think he has enough, like, boxing skills to hang in there? Like you're saying, it's all based on power.
Not
so
this style.
Boots' only thing is basically the power, right? In your point of view.
Mostly, yeah. He's a forward foot fighter. He can get on the back foot, but he's not that good on the back foot. Like even Xander says this guy's not very good from the outside. He says he's good when you get on the inside with him. Outside, he's terrible. That's not the exact word that you use, but I'll just say he did. Yeah, that's what he said. He said he's absolutely retarded on the outside.
In the chat, more BDC says both Boots and Zayas are not elite 154 pounders. I don't know about that. I mean, who is elite then? Fundora?
I'd say Xander's closer to it. Boots is unproven. At the weight, done nothing.
You sound very confident, Fu, but the odd makers, they have Zayas and I checked it, I was surprised. Plus 350 underdog, 3.5.
Yeah, well, he's considered the green guy, right?
I saw that it was
unified champion, undefeated, and yet the odds are like he's gonna lose.
Bucho, I saw odds that were as wide as 5-1 for Ennis.
No way.
Yeah.
5?
I've seen it before. This kind of stuff,
What the hell?
So nothing.
Maybe they know something we don't.
It's because he's not. It's because Xander isn't knocking guys clean out. He's not hurting them. He's not flashy when it comes to wearing weird skirts and all that.
Yeah, but neither is Shakur. Neither is Shakur, and Shakur's always being he's a favorite. Like his power's not.
Well, when Shakur does it, they think it's impressive. The dancing. I bet you if he beats Boots, they're gonna say, "Oh, look, he's dancing, he's holding." And they're just going to say all the shit that they love Floyd for.
That'd be ironic.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to cry. They said, look, he's running.
In the chat, Amino
Don't
Boxing.
You like when Shakur does it?
In the chat, Amino.
Yeah, what's all them?
Exactly,
what, you don't know boxing? You don't know boxing? That's boxing.
Like the sweet science. Amino Boxing in the chat says, Boots by destruction. Hope y'all don't throw Xander away afterwards.
Destruction of what? No one's throwing them away. I mean, we're not the what they call this the lion den boxing community, where they throw the fighter away when they get one loss. Wilder's the best in the world. He's garbage, stupid. He should retire. Takes one loss. Hate him.
JC in the chat says Zayas opponents are bombs. Ooh, have they been bombs?
I mean, that is true. He is fighting Boots.
No, I mean his record is not. But who has a better resume?
He's 23 years old,
Ennis, right? Who has a better resume?
I think, to be honest, they're not that far apart, though.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think so.
Really?
They both didn't have a lot of high-level fights, right?
Right.
Stanionis coming out. Might as well say he had a 2-year layoff. He fought 2 bums coming back. and then he fought this guy, and then basically, man, I don't know. He looked like he wasn't there to win. That's what it looked like to me.
Joker's Wild in the chat says Zayas soft mentality. Made his career on lower tier competition. Zayas flat-footed will allow Boots to get the cheap shots in to steal the fight.
I think Zayas has better footwork. How is he? I mean, Boots is flat-footed.
Well, but hold on, Fu. One of the things that I've talked about is I think Zayas had the right to demand that Ennis shave his beard. But why isn't Ennis telling the the commission, hey, tell this guy not to clinch?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what Zayas is a guy. He was clinching a lot against Perez.
Yeah,
that's gonna. Ennis wants to work on the inside against Zayas, but it's just like
I'd like him to clinch. I'd like him to clinch as much as possible, Zayas. I hope he punches him. He punches him, grabs him, grabs him, runs, grabs him, punches him, grabs him. I hope he does it all night as much as possible. And then I hope he wins with excessive clinching. I'm just saying, so then they know, and they understand for once why we've been bitching about Floyd doing this for decades now.
But we've been told that that's part of boxing, right? Like everybody's always saying that if you clinch excessively, that's just part of boxing. So why would it matter if Zayas does it? Now, me personally, I don't. I hate clinching, but whatever. If you could make a case for another boxer that you like, then you got to do it for the guy you don't like. You don't want to root for.
Yeah. By the way, because I'm trying to bring up the clinching before it becomes an issue. Because let's just put it on paper. Are you or are you not against clinching? Because these people there's going to be Ennis fans that if Zayas beats him, they're going to be like, the clinching. Well, let's put it on the line now. By the way, Ryan Jackson in the chat, he was here earlier today in the morning. He goes, all in caps, by the way, which is never a good sign. All this talking is going to stop tonight. Puerto Rico will be underwater tonight. Y'all will never be the same. We're not Puerto Ricans. I don't know why this guy. I think maybe he's one of those guys that thinks
there's only one full Puerto Rican here, right?
Oh, wait a minute.
That's me.
He's not that's food.
Wait, he's Brazilian. He's Brazilian.
Oh, yeah, Portuguese.
I'm Academian.
He found his Portuguese.
Wait, I'm Puerto Rican. He's Brazilian.
No, but what about that? How come there's not that many people talking about the clinch, and people go, because that's the thing. Zayas complained about the beard, and people are like, yeah, but no one else has to complain about it. No one else ever complained. But but they should. You're not.
They should. That's a big ass beard he had on there, right? It's a huge beard.
Oh yeah. What about the beard, guys? Yes.
He put all that soul glow in there too, right? The shit is all glow. It's all oily.
One of the things about like those so-called mind games that a lot of these guys use is because of that. So like, the opponent skip things. He isn't watching me wrapping my gloves. Oh, he's not really paying attention about the size of gloves. Things like that. Oh, he's not paying attention that I'm making actually the weight and somebody's behind me. Tilting the weight. Shit like that.
Yeah. If a fighter's fighting dirty and the other fighter is not gonna, he's not gonna have that by explaining that. Look, I want him to be warned for stuff like that. That doesn't mean that he's afraid of him. He just wants the fight to be clean. So I'm hearing, one of the stupidest things that I heard online was, and by the way, I'm picking Boots to win the fight, right? But one of the stupidest things one of the dumbest things that I've heard was that the reason why he's making an issue about his beard, Ennis's beard, is because he's afraid. That doesn't make any sense. That makes zero sense.
Afraid of the swag.
Right now, if you saying that a guy like Zayas is going to wear a beard and he's complaining that they're complaining about his beard, and then I would think, he's showing signs of a guy who's not confident in his chin.
The thing
look, Xander didn't have enough time to grow his beard, so you have to wear one of those Santa Claus beards in the ring.
A lot of people don't understand that, it's really hard to aim at your chin when you have a deep beard. Unless you know the guy for a while, you don't really know how big or small his chin is, especially with those Philadelphian style beards, you know what I mean? Like they all have like that type of beard.
Is this a big beard or not? Look at this. Oh, you guys can see on my screen. Look at that. Big beard or look at that.
I gotta see this.
Look, that's not
Maybe
that.
there is kind of trim, but the
Yeah.
thing is, you can allocate the shin like that. Like
Yeah, he's had it longer than that. He had it longer than that.
Let me see
Yeah,
if
he
I can
did.
find a picture.
That thing was long, and it was all bushy on the sides as well. It's this big fat like pad on his face.
That's the black Israelite, Hebrew Israelite beard that you see in Times Square.
Oh, I got a good picture. I got a good picture here.
Look,
That tongue is disgusting, man. Come on.
beard is padding. A big beard like that is padding for your face.
Yeah, and he puts grease in there, Vaseline, and all that shit. To try to get it.
So it could slip,
Get a little.
the punches could slip, kind of.
Yeah, they put stuff in it.
What about this
They're not
picture?
supposed to have it.
What about this picture?
Yeah, it's a big beard, man. He got a little face, right? You don't have a big chin, so you want to find the mark.
So you guys don't think that's an exaggeration? Some people are, bringing up all this, saying,
Well, I said the other day he needs to cut that
it's
beard
an
down.
excuse, trying to psych
I don't
himself up.
blame. No, I don't. The excuse would be the other way around, meaning we know that you shouldn't have a big beard going into a fight, right? But they don't enforce that rule. And if Zayas was wearing it and the commission was like, hey, listen, man, your opponent doesn't like that you have a big beard like that. He wants you to trim it down. And they're asking us to enforce that rule, right? And if Zayas said, no, I'm not doing that, I can't fight without my beard, I would say then Zayas is the one that's not confident in his chin.
Right, right. I think it's all mind games.
He always has that big ugly beard, right? It's not a good beard. Greasy.
I mean,
It's a greasy beard.
I mean, it's whatever, But the thing about the beard is because you can allocate the shin, and also as some of you guys mentioned, is like the grease and the Vaseline and shit like that. It's like if you throw a punch, for example, like like a Golovkin like forehead punch, right? But you aiming it at the shin. If you have a beard and you like roll with the punch, right? It's really hard to like hit the shin like that, because it's like kind of padded, like it can kind of like graze like around like the hair, you know what I mean? And me, that I can grow a beard like that, I know for a fact, like it kind of sounds kind of weird, but it works like a little bit like of an antenna,
Or what?
Like, when you talk, it's like your hair. It's your hair at the end of the day. And you can feel like if somebody pull it. So the glove when it glazes, like it feels like it's pulling your hair. So it's not really like hitting you, and you have like a little bit of like.
What I would do if I was
that's the reason they don't allow Vaseline on the body. You know that, right? Because you can't get proper contact. It doesn't like drag the skin.
I would say
exactly.
If I were Boots, I would say, man, I don't like his big puffy hair. And then on top of that, it's fucking blonde and shit like that. I would say, tell him to cut that shit down or dye your hair back to back.
Make him cut his hair. I don't like that frosted tips. That looks weird.
Yeah, I don't like
that. Justin Timberlake.
Distracting. It's distracting me. That's what I would do.
It's distracting.
You know what, bro? You can wear these glasses in the press conference. You remind me of my girlfriend's ex-boyfriend.
You remind me of the guy that my ex-girlfriend
was dating. Oh
She
shit!
cheated on me with him. I don't like it.
Some
people are disagreeing about your conversation. I guess regarding the beard.
No, but all jokes
who
aside,
talks about the beard?
I
What's
think
wrong with the beard?
exactly. We're explaining what the fuck is wrong with the beard. This is not a stylish competition. This is not this is not a man pageant. This is not a swag thing. In the ring, I know these guys, they have a lot of glitter and fake diamonds on like the trunks, but at the end of the day, it's a boxing match.
Hey, PDA,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys discussed this yet, but the one thing that I saw that kind of like made me say, right, was Boots Ennis' reaction to looking at Zayas at the weigh-in, right? I think he finally saw somebody
That's not
that
scared.
bigger than him, right? That looks bigger than him, right? Or at least the same size. I'm going to say bigger. Zayas does look bigger. Now, that doesn't mean he's going to beat Boots because he's got a little bit more size than, to him, right? Boxing is way more than that. So I would say he's looking at a guy for the first time that when it comes to size disadvantage, he's not going to have that, right? So there are some interesting there's some interesting parts going into this fight that, you know, fans should be intrigued by. One of them is the size difference. He's actually going to be fighting a guy that's at least as big as him. I would say bigger. And this is you just never know if his power punches doesn't really have the effect that it does against guys that are smaller, right? We're going to find out. We'll find out in a little while. But I thought to me was interesting, just the look on his face, that little quick moment like, oh shit, this guy's made weight. He doesn't look dehydrated. He's actually a little bit bigger than me.
Yeah,
it can be a little bit distracting. Yeah, I can tell. Like he was kind of shocked. I peeped the same thing. Recognized.
We have Frank Bay. If you want to jump in and give us your thoughts on this, we're talking about the size in the chat as well, guys. Want to hear what you have to say in the chat. Ryan Jackson says, "What the hell are you all serious? He's going to beat his ass, beard or no beard." So he's saying, "Who cares?"
I mean, that's great analysis. I mean, to Ryan Jackson, I would just say, wow, you're spitting gems. I don't know what to say. You got me.
In the chat, we have Outcast 5. He says, "You're basically saying he's only won fights because of a size advantage now. Ha ha ha."
Well, okay. Here's what I would say to the guy that proposed that question. Name me a guy he beat his size or bigger. Name me the one guy.
Who's the bigger guy?
Right?
Yeah, is this so? This is Boots and his biggest opponent for sure. I can't think of anybody else.
Yeah, it's got to be his biggest opponent. I've never seen a guy in the ring with Boots that was at least his size. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, man, he's been able to bully. He's a bully out there. He's been.
You know,
bullying.
one thing that.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Frank. Sorry. I thought you. Yeah.
No, it's your show, bro. Go ahead.
Nah, man. But yeah, but you don't usually. I mean, come on. You go.
What's funny is that Boots looked more sucked in at the weigh-in. You notice? It looks like he was having a little bit of an issue making that weight. He was real sucked in. I think that was a surprise.
I was gonna say there's another guy. I'm looking at a lot of people that usually I never see here, so it must be the Ennis fans. But they say y'all don't understand Philly fighters. They fight bigger guys 24/7. Again, where like in sparring, that's not fighting.
That's not. First of all,
yeah, but hold on. And then he goes, hold on.
Yes.
And then he goes, ridiculous, the imagination, the anti-Boots craze. Why do people always immediately assume that if you criticize a fighter, I mean, we've been criticizing Zayas too. Are we anti-Zayas? I mean, come on, look, this is a boxing channel. Don't bring in your feelings here about how, oh, these guys are anti-this, anti-that. You're already forming an image in your head of what people are. So just, and by the way, excuse me, this is an open lines show. So we've got the link there in the chat. Jump in. And, you have a right to voice your opinion, too. So we want to hear it. So jump on the panel and start cooking, as I like to say.
I'll say this real quick, BDA. I'm just going to say this. Look, this notion that you're from a certain area, therefore you do sparring and boxing that's completely different from your counterparts is a myth, right? Severino's been in the gym. He's an amateur fighter. He's had a pretty much longer amateur career than most guys, right? I've done some amateur boxing. I've been around the gym for a very long time in my life. That's a myth, man. That's a myth.
Oh,
right? You're fighting these bigger dudes than you that are on the level, and therefore, you have this advantage. That might be an individual thing, but that's not a system thing. So there's no system in Philly that says, hey, you fight at welterweight, I want you to fight only middleweight, right? I'm just using that as an example. I only want you to fight middleweights, okay? Like, no, it depends on the individual. So stop that nonsense that Philly is more blessed than anybody else. It's not true.
So they're not special? Is that what you're saying? You're saying
No,
it's
but not,
hype? What are you saying?
there's special fighters. There's special fighters in Philly. Hey, man, I outboxed the dude from Philly.
Mhm.
Okay, I mean, does that make me better than Philadelphia? But I outboxed the dude. I went in there and I boxed his ass, and he was older than me. Okay, he was an older man than I was, right? And I'm not talking about like he was an old man. I'm talking about like I was like 18, the dude was like 22, and I outboxed his ass. I don't sit there and say, well, I'm just better than dudes from Philly. That's why. No, it's just
At least you didn't motorboat his ass.
JDA in the chat. JDA in the chat.
That's what Tim Bradley does.
Shout out to JDA. He says fuck Philly and fuck Philly. Okay, there you go. JDA. Going.
Good Philly cheesesteak sandwich is decent.
They're gonna force that kind of reaction. That's right. Like if you're gonna put Philly above, fuck Philly, bro. So what? Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
Remember when Eddie Alvarez went on? He was ranting about Philly boxing because he's from Philadelphia. He's like, I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. I'm in a boxing culture. And then he gets in the ring, the dude beat the shit out of him. He's from Ireland. He just beat his ass.
I cannot get out of pocket like that. What happened, man?
He boxed the hell out of him.
The thing about Philly, here's the thing though, they're really good boxers, right? Okay, but I can also point out they're really shitty too. You know, you can take pride of that too. You know,
Yeah, wasn't Fulton from Philly? He was a Philly fighter. He got
Derek Ennis. Derek Ennis boots
yeah,
is
and fucking
Derek Ennis was a high prospect. He was a pretty good prospect on the come up, and as soon as they put him there with a real test, he got knocked out. And that's his uncle.
I'm not gonna allow this Philly slander. I'm gonna put my foot down and draw a line in the sand.
Come on, nice. Come on.
Okay, so you guys saying Philadelphia
I'm not
that doesn't
thinking,
count. That
I'm not
doesn't give an advantage to Boots Ennis at all.
Nah, it ain't where you from. It's where you're at.
Oh.
That's right.
Oh.
That's right. It's where you at. That's not going to help you. That's not going to help you in the situation that he's going to be in. He's got to fight for his own. And by the way, I am picking. Like I said, I'm picking Boots to beat Zayas. But that doesn't guarantee shit because he's from Philly. Fuck does that mean?
Get your ass up thinking like that.
Wait.
I'm a little disappointed that as soon as I started telling people, hey, jump on the panel, we need new voices. Well, all of a sudden the Ennis, a lot of the Ennis
you
fans
scared them away. Come on, man. They were asking.
I just said jump on the panel.
I know, but come on. They were asking some pretty interesting questions. They were creating some.
The thing about they're always gonna have a big game in the chat. You know, they're always gonna have a big game. You know, everywhere else in Twitter, but they will never come, to defend their points,
Yeah, but because the reason why I want people to jump on is because it's always easier to have a voice conversation than having to read the chat and BB blah 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 said this, and then everybody has to chime in. It's always better to have a normal conversation, but I guess some people want to do it the other way.
Yeah, but if you disagree, don't be scared. You can also write in the chat. Don't be scared to oppose us. Or anyone's.
Well, it's better that they curse you out on a microphone than in the chat.
That's the thing. Nobody's shitting on the Ennis guy. If you say he has question marks, that's not shitting on him. That's what I don't get. Nobody's shitted on anybody as far as I've been listening.
Except Boots has been shit on a couple of times.
Yeah, let me be fair. Let me be fair here, right? Let me be fair. There's a lot of questions in my opinion for Zayas. Zayas' resume is not that good, and not in my opinion, it's not that good. I think that this is the most athletic fighter he's going to be fighting, right?
What does that mean?
A guy.
What does that mean?
Well, he looks more physically capable of doing things that he hasn't seen in the ring.
Right.
Zayas,
Mm-hmm.
okay, he's almost as big as Zayas. Zayas, a lot of times he's in the ring with guys that are smaller than him. This is a guy who has a lot of punching power. Zayas doesn't have. It seems like Zayas, when he's on his game, has accumulative. I'm saying that wrong. He can accumulate power. Like he can do some damage and break you down, but he doesn't have, and especially late, it seems like he gets tired. Right? He gets very tired. That could be extremely dangerous for him against a guy that we assume Boots will be tired too, but still has enough power when you're tired and you don't have that much, right? And that could be a very dangerous situation. So there's a lot of question marks for Zayas too.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. In the chat, more BDC says Zayas is more experienced than Boots. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Maybe he means that at 23, a unified champion at 23.
Well, yeah, at 23, I would say he's more experienced than Boots was at 23. That's for sure.
There you go. There you go. I mean, the guy's 23. Really put that in perspective. What other fighters are doing that? Bam Rodriguez was one, I think. How long did it take Benavidez to get where he's at? He's been in the game like 10 plus years already.
Yeah. Well, there's the politics. People are gonna say it's not his fault.
Maybe some of it wasn't his fault. But at the end of the day, like he's there's a reason why. Oh, forget the reason. The fact is that he has 35 fights and he doesn't have, he has like, he has nobody on his resume. No real like standout.
But I mean, put it into perspective. How many years has he been a pro?
Longer, yeah.
When do you think Boots is going to hit Xander with the massive low blow? What does that be? The second round when he's missing? He gets pissed and hits with a giant low blow? I think it's going to be around the third round.
I think so.
They start fighting dirty.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's going to get real dirty in there.
Like, you mean because of desperation, out of desperation, or just because he's
desperation? Like, look, this guy's so overrated that he smashed Avanesian with a massive low blow because he was beating him up, that little midget. So what do you think he's going to do to Xander, who's smiling like the Cheshire Cat in his face?
Can Boots out muscle this guy? Like in the clinch, or pushing him, or just imposing him?
I don't think he could.
Okay.
I think he's equal size or a little bigger, actually.
I don't think he'll be able to outmuscle him early. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That guy's pretty good on the inside. He's really good at swimming with the shots and catching him on his arms. I mean, he could drown Boots doing that. Just get in on the inside and just let him punch.
I don't know what his game plan is, Zayas, but the one thing I've seen, this is like the first time I really paid attention to his training methods. He looks like training for power to be strong, and he looks like a fucking, like a super middleweight, bro. He really does.
Yeah.
Now
he's got the body.
Well, one of the things I noticed from the most is he has very good balance. It's extremely balanced. So when a guy like Boots throws a big winging shot, Xander wants to, hit it with a counter. He's going to be right there to hit him with it. I think that's what we're going to see. Boots is not going to be able to make as many mistakes as he thinks he can.
So did he have to cut his beard? I heard you guys talking about it, but did he actually cut his beard?
Did he cut his beard?
I heard he did.
It looks like he trimmed it. He looks like he trimmed it.
Okay,
but
he wasn't forced to cut it.
Look. The beard thing is not a big deal.
Trimmed it, guys. Officially trimmed it.
Right. So if a fighter says you need to trim your beard because those are the rules, that doesn't mean he's afraid. Remember, he's trying to crack you in your jaw. So what he wants that to be a little bit down according to the rules, right? He doesn't want you to come. He doesn't want to try to crack you in the jaw, and you got a protection, your beard on your face. That's not part of the rules, So it's not a big deal. He didn't shave the whole thing off. It looks like he trimmed it. But
basically, they're trying to say Zayas is a little bitch for asking for that.
Why would that make him a bitch? A bitch would but my point is this: the bitch would be the other way around. If the athletic commission came to you and said you got to trim that beard, okay, it's above the rules.
So you don't think it's a chess move? Some people are saying it's some sort of.
He's probably trying to fuck with him. Maybe he's trying to fuck with him, get him frustrated, get him to try to overcommit.
I'm doing something. I'm telling you to do something. I'm getting you to do something you don't want to do.
I'm telling you to do something. It's up to Boots to not let that bother him.
Right.
That's
yeah, man. It's either the wraps, the gloves, it's the ring size. I mean, it's all gamesmanship, right? That's what you're saying. I like it. Yeah. I mean, I would do the same thing. I'm gonna fuck with the other guy.
Look, if I'm coming there to win, I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to make you frustrated. I'm gonna be like, fuck you, fuck your mother, fuck your father. What's up? Let's see what you want to do. I'm not your friend, nigga. We're not boys. I'm coming to win.
Recognize what's up? I never heard you had a pocket like this. You
No, I just don't like these bitch made fans, bro. They like,
yeah.
oh, he's trying to, he's trying to change the rules.
Hey,
Like,
what's
no,
funny is the same guys that talk about this guy make this dude cut his beard are the ones that build up a guy that picks his fighter's gloves. He picks the other fighter's gloves. They call him a great.
Yep.
That's just really
There's nothing wrong with that.
it's just disgusting.
Has anyone
Yeah, there's nothing
found
wrong with
out?
that.
Has anyone found out who the referee is going to be for this fight? Because I was asking that this morning and I can't find an answer.
Check it
I
out.
think that's going to be. That's going to
Return
be.
of Candy Bailey.
It might end up being Harvey Duck or somebody because he didn't allow the Karen to clinch against Ennis. I mean, he took a point away, but he did allow the clinch. But he took a point away, but he never took a point off of Tevin Farmer against Cepeda. And Farmer was doing a lot of clinching in the first.
Haney. Right, Haney was hugging the hell out of Ryan.
I just hope there's a referee there to enforce the rules. If Zayas is clinching too much, I want a referee to be like, hey, listen, stop clinching or I'm gonna start taking points away. Right?
I want a ref that says, Zayas, you can clinch as much as you like. Go right ahead, keep on doing it. I need you come down low as possible, come right up and grab him.
And if
Hit him with an elbow, rake his eyes.
If Boots starts hitting borderline shots, I want the ref to say, listen, keep those punches up. I want you to keep those. That's it. Just a referee that's going to enforce the rules. Let these dudes
I want
fight
a ref
it
that
out.
tells Zayas keep them down. Keep those shots down. I'm kidding.
Let these fighters fight it out with their fists, right? And whoever wins, you tip your hat to that person. You say, hey, man, salute. You won a clean boxing fight. That's it.
Yeah, but that never happens like that. They're probably going to get Boots favoritism. They're going to let him hit this guy low and all that. I just hope Xander does the same thing right back to him.
We will find out soon enough.
Did Eddie Hearn make a mistake?
Yes.
We're going to find out soon enough.
He chose wrong again.
Or it's a gold mine. It's a gold mine. 2 belts. You beat a guy who supposedly doesn't have power, young, inexperienced. Boom, 2 belts, man. Now, does that place Boots on top of the division? Because he's the only guy with 2 belts. If you want to count all the belts, no.
Well, look, there's the rankings. There's the rankings, and then there's what I call the eye test, right? So he would have, if he beats, assuming that he beats Zayas, I think he's going to win the fight. So let's say I'm right. Mm-hmm. If he beats Zayas, he's going to be the only guy that's fight. Or he's probably going to be number 1. He's probably going to be the number 1 guy. Virgil Ortiz Fundora. Excuse me, I keep forgetting Fundora, bro. What am I talking about? It's going to be either him or Fundora. Virgil Ortiz, as much as I like him, he's inactive. So I can't put him above any of them.
He's been longer Fundora has been longer at 154, right? So, and he's been defeating some pretty decent competition. So, yeah, I would still place Fundora above Boots Ennis if Boots Ennis beats Zayas, but it's close, getting close. Just Brian in the chat says, what if Zayas tries to bully him at the start? Do you think that will backfire?
I don't know. It could backfire.
He tries to bully him at the start. He's getting knocked out within 4 rounds.
Oh,
I've never seen Zayas actually, fight on the inside. I mean, he clinches, so that tells me he doesn't really want to fight on the inside. So I don't see why he would try to pressure Ennis.
Mm-hmm. True.
I don't think that would be his best strategy because, the one thing you don't want to give a guy who's a fast puncher where he generates his power is you coming forward and then you happen to meet his fucking fist at the same time. That could be bad business for him.
The thing with Xander is that he doesn't put everything on it. So Boots, he puts some steam on it, and I think he's going to start getting hit before he can hit Xander. I think he's going to get beat to the punch.
The one thing that Zayas has got to be careful for him coming forward. Boots likes to go to the body.
Exactly. Yeah.
Uppercut shots. You got to be careful with that, bro.
Yeah.
I
But
think
Xander
Boots
likes
fans
throwing the body as
entered the
well.
chat. The Boots fans are here. Let him talk.
But Xander likes going to the body too. Don't be shocked if he hurts Boots to the body. But that left hook, he really likes doing that.
I'm just
He
looking
mixes
at
it
it
up
as a
real well.
strategy. Yeah, I would just.
I wasn't. Yeah, we got new people here. Don't be shy to jump in. Amino Boxing, and we have Rodney, Quags. Jump in if you want to say anything. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, can I speak?
Yep, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm from the UK, if you can notice my accent.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Yeah, I've been listening to some people and they're giving their emotions rather than analyzing the boxing itself, which is interesting to me. I've been watching boxing since the 1970s. So I've watched plenty of eras of boxing and people's careers. So when looking and analyzing this fight, Xander versus Ennis, which Boots I've been watching since in his amateurs, Xander is a very good boxer, no question. Does he has a boxing chance? Yes, he does. But here's the interesting part that I haven't heard as yet. Now, I made some comparisons as regards to the knockouts in comparison between Ennis and Xander. Xander's boxing knockouts is 13, whereas Ennis is 34 wins and 31 knockouts. Right. That has a part to play in this boxing match tonight, whereby what will happen is whether or not if Xander can take the punching power of Ennis. That's interesting, right? That's number one.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a big question.
Yeah, that's number one. Number two, yes, he has rehydrated. I don't know the exact figure, although there's speculations of saying that it's 180 pounds.
Yes,
now that is huge. Yeah. However, what people don't recognize, I have not analyzed. Throughout my analyzation, I'm a psychologist by trade, so by analyzing different boxing divisions, I'll give you an example. Frank Bruno and Tyson. Frank Bruno was a heavyweight. However, his muscle mass in that division, his energy would have been sapped between 6 and 8 rounds. Energy would have been gone. So therefore, I knew that Tyson would have beat Frank Bruno because of his mass. But if you miss a punch, that's a lot of energy wasted, especially if you don't connect.
Yeah.
Now, we need to talk about whether or not if this boxing match, if it's indoors or outdoors. I'm not sure if it is indoors.
It's indoors.
It's indoors at the Barclays.
Yeah. It's in Brooklyn. Yeah.
Okay, so if it's indoors, there's another thing people need to think about. The heat in Brooklyn, I'm not sure what the weather is tonight over
it's air conditioned over there.
It's summertime.
It's not a very big venue. It's not very large in the Barclays.
Yeah, which is also more interesting. The reason why I'm talking about this is the human heat. Then you talk about is indoors. And then you talk about
that place is well ventilated. I've been to that venue many
it's
times.
an arena. I don't think
It's very well air conditioned.
Hey, UK. It's I'm gonna call you UK, right? I don't know your name.
Rodney.
Rodney. Sorry, Rodney. I've been to that arena. It's a modern arena. It has good air conditioning. Now I get what he's saying. Inside that circle gets a little hotter with the lights, especially when you're fighting. Yeah,
and he's in enemy territory too. You know that, right?
No. The Philadelphia fans are going to travel, right? Philly fans show up. Yes, go ahead.
Rodney doesn't understand how we got to explain to Rodney. Philly and New York is a 2-hour difference, right? By car, about a 2-hour ride. I've been to Philly plenty of times, and I know a lot of people out there, and they come up to New York as well. So it's a 2-hour ride. They can get there. Now, are they going to come in the droves? Like if they were in Philly? Of course not. But they can still, bring a pretty impressive sized crowd.
Yeah, thank you for that. For explaining, I appreciate that.
Okay.
What is interesting, my brother, is Zonda is 180 pounds. That's a speculation. We don't know the exact dehydration he is.
That's average.
Yeah, he's
We can
180.
speculate. We are speculating. None of us are there to see his rehydration and if he's weighed after the rehydration. Nobody knows. However, we can speculate. That's all we can do. However, the key component is, yes, Zonda is, don't get me wrong, I like Zonda. Very fast. His opponents that he has faced can't judge distance. They're not also good fighting backwards. Also, the effect that Zonda had as an opponent is that Zonda is very good outside boxer.
Yep.
He could also box back. Problem which I've seen all of his fights, and his left hook to the body, he leaves his right hand exposed. Why? Because when he moves his hip to throw that left hook to the left kidney, yeah, he very rarely throws a punch like an uppercut to the midsection. Very rarely. The concern that I have for Zonda, and this is why I'm going to come to my conclusion as to who's going to win the fight. The left hook, which you have to generate through bending your knees and swivel your hip to generate power. So therefore, he likes throwing that left hook. However, throwing that left hook would mean he's leaving his right hand exposed, his right side exposed, because his right hand is down, which then gives the opponent, like the speed of Boots, can crack him with the left hook. Here's an issue. Here's the issue. Boots can give an uppercut to the midsection. Boots can fight backwards. Boots is orthodox as well as southpaw. The problem with it is very instinctive. And the problem with him also, let me finish. I'm coming to a conclusion. The problem with Zonda is, and Boots is going to be the problematic because simply, not only his hand speed, as we saw against Villa, the hand speed is going to be the problem. And he's got punching power on both hands. So you can't, if you go to your left, he can hit you with a left hook or right. If you go to your right to avoid the punches, still yet, he can switch in a matter of seconds from southpaw to orthodox, which is going to be problematic. Nobody can teach you that.
All right, we gotta move on to other people as well. So
I know, you need to land the plane here, dude. Dude, all right, hang on for a second. He does not fight in southpaw and orthodox equally. That's why he reverts to southpaw when he gets back.
No, that's false. He fights them equally. Go watch versus Stanionis. He starts in orthodox. About 2 minutes into each fight, he will go ahead and switch to southpaw, and then the next round he will start in southpaw, and then with about a minute left in that round, he'll switch back to orthodox. He does it. He's about 50%.
What are you doing to Karen
each
fight?
time, bro. It's about 50-50.
one at a time. Go ahead.
What are you doing to Karen fight?
What do you mean? What are you doing in the current fight?
When are you doing a Karen fight? He was more in southpaw the whole time. The point is that he's more comfortable there.
No, that's not true. He's about 50-50, man.
He's not 50-50.
He's not. I wanted to ask.
And I just broke it down to you scientifically of what he did in his most recent big fight.
Hold on.
Like 3 years ago.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, we don't. I mean, you're saying one thing and somebody's saying another thing. Like I said, the only way you can break it down is video. I mean, you can call it scientific, but that doesn't really add any more credence to it. Now, I wanted to say though, I mean, because I think I've seen you on Twitter in the past 2 days. I never actually saw you before, but now you're popping up because you're hyping and Boots Ennis up. I wanted to ask you, what is it about the Boots Crawford dynamic? Like, why is Crawford all of a sudden entering this conversation? Or like, he's not even fighting this Saturday.
I'm just saying, it seems like he was thinking about Terrence Crawford. That's why I said that.
No, I'm talking about on Twitter.
How the fuck would you know what
Quacks. I'm asking him a question. I'm talking about on Twitter. Forget about what Quacks said. I'm talking on Twitter.
Because when this fight was first announced, Terrence Crawford got on Twitter when this fight was first announced a couple months ago, and he started talking about Jaron Ennis, and that's how everything got reignited between Boots and Crawford. Then he went on $1 million worth of game, saying he would knock Boots the fuck out. Like, that's how all that got reignited.
He would.
Do you think the Crawford fans out there, there's still a couple out there, do you think they're praying that Boots loses to Zayas tonight?
Absolutely. They're terrified of him. They want somebody else to take him out first.
They're not afraid of Zayas. They're not afraid of Boots.
Okay, none of them. Only a small percentage of Crawford fans are like, we want the Boots fight. The rest of them would say Boots ain't done enough. He ain't did nothing. That's duck talk, man.
But listen.
Not dumb talk. These 35 fights. You can't name these motherfuckers up till.
Brother, you're sitting 35 fights in. If he wins this fight, he'll be 2 divisions unified. How many people in boxing have unified 2 divisions? Tell me right now.
Lot. You just got
because you're saying he's 35 fights in like he's unaccomplished.
This is a new fucking thing. This is a new thing. This is a new.
What's a new thing?
Everybody does now. What unifying divisions? Everybody does it now.
How is that new? What?
Yeah, because he's referring to the fact that there's the proliferation of belts now. There's 4 now. I mean, I don't know how long you've been watching boxing for, but the WBO.
It doesn't matter, bro. How many unified champions are there in boxing?
Excuse me, you're interrupting me. Hold on. Sorry. Yes. You're interrupting me. Yeah, you guys are.
Yeah, answer my question.
The proliferation of boxing, the proliferation of belts.
Ozil was one.
Hello, guys. Let BDA, guys. BDA was talking. Yeah, I can hear you. Just people interrupting. Okay, guys. BDA was talking. Everybody's jumping on.
When he beat Sudo, it was for 2 belts.
Severino. BDA was talking. Yes.
With the proliferation of belts, it's really downgraded the meaning of being unified champ because there's 4 belts. The WBO used to be considered a joke back in the 90s. Now all of a sudden it's considered you got to have 4 to be undisputed. And if you have the WBC and then you get the WBO, all of a sudden you're considered unified. So it really doesn't really mean that much, especially since we know that the rankings can be manipulated. So some of these dudes don't even earn a shot at the title.
Okay, can I respond?
Well, let me finish, please, and then you can respond. So a lot of these guys don't even earn the shot at the title. Then they win a championship. In other words, what I'm saying is that title doesn't make the fighter. The fighter is supposed to make the belt nowadays because they don't even earn these shots.
They always did. Okay.
All right. So the thing about lists are only as good as the names that are on that list. So when I bring up this point, it's because of the names that are on that list that he's about to join. Right? And so that's why I asked you guys, do you know how many fighters and which fighters have unified 2 divisions? And Benavidez is not one of them.
What about the list of his actual career?
So Benavidez unified the 175 and he unified cruiserweight, man.
He did not unify 175, sir.
He did.
Well, you like
2 belts is unifying. 2 belts is unifying, man.
Exactly. Benavidez only unified
when he beat his last opponent. When he beats his last opponent at 175. Remember, he inherited. He was elevated to those 2 belts.
He only got the WBC, brother.
He had both belts, my guy.
Devo had 3 belts. How can he unify?
He got both belts, my guy.
I'm looking at the record. I'm looking at the record here. It says when he beat Morel, he acquired the WBC. So he had the WBA, WBC.
No, he didn't. Devo had the WBA.
And then when
Devo has 3 belts,
excuse me, real quick. And then when he fought Yardy, when he fought Yardy, it says WBA World Light Heavyweight Championship and WBC World Light Heavyweight Championship. So those were on the line.
There you go, dude. He got elevated for the WBA.
You don't recognize it, that's fine. But on paper, he was a unified champion. That's
what I mean.
Light heavy. Yeah.
We can play this game all day, my guy. We can play this game all day.
Okay, so let's say that Benavidez
Bam
was.
is another one. Bam is
Okay,
another
that
one.
doesn't hurt my case because Benavidez is a great
It's not
fighter.
about hurting your case. It's not about winning or losing.
Listen, that doesn't hurt what I'm saying though. Even if
Nobody's
Benavidez
trying
did
to
it,
hurt your point, my guy.
you're not listening, bro.
Nobody was doing it. Your whole point was nobody was doing it.
No, that wasn't my point. My point is the names that are on that list are great fighters. And Jaron Ennis is about to join that list.
Why don't you go through his
that's
resume
fine,
real
but
quick?
that
Let's
was
go
not
through
what
that
you said
list.
earlier, dude.
Let's go through the list of his resume. You like lists, so let's read that off.
I'll tell you, Benavidez, if y'all say Benavidez, I have to double check
When I
that.
said, are you listening?
Then double check.
Listening.
We've got time.
All right, let's go. Why don't you go read through his resume real quick?
Canelo, that's it. Nobody else.
Hey, can I ask?
Canelo doesn't even have belts right now, man.
Can I ask? Well, hold on, because I mentioned the whole thing about the belts not really meaning much anymore, and that point was completely sidestepped. The belts nowadays, it's easier to get a belt, therefore the value is devalued, it's diluted. So this whole concept of only a couple of champions are unified. Who cares if the belts don't really mean that much anymore? Again, it's about the competition. Take a look at Virgil Ortiz. He's never won a title. But at 154, he's got superior opposition than Zayas has. Zayas has 2 belts, but he hasn't beaten a Madrimov. Even if in the last time that we saw Ortiz in action, Lubin was rated number 5 by Ring Magazine. I mean, think about it this way. I'll give you another example. Mario Barrios had a belt, right? Ring Magazine had him listed number 10 in the welterweight division, and the welterweight division is one of the weakest. It's probably the weakest it's been in decades. So the guy has a title, but it means nothing. Right, Barrios having a belt meant nothing. It did nothing to really elevate his talent level, just because he had a belt. Again, I must reiterate: the belts don't make a fighter anymore.
Okay, but the belts are the only thing that's objective, right?
No,
if we go through fighter by fighter, you can say Virgil Ortiz, and then me and you could argue. I could say Virgil Ortiz isn't any good, right? The belts are the only thing that's objective. Everything else is just an opinion.
No, hold on, Quacks. Why are you getting so worked up, man? And you're interrupting.
Most things are opinions.
Ridiculous. He's ridiculous. There's nothing.
Okay, but let him be ridiculous then. Why? I don't understand why you let that affect you.
He has a right to opinion, Quacks. Okay.
I mean, I think what I said is valid, man.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to mute Quacks, man.
Okay, come on.
Relax, Quacks, down. He has the right to.
Did you hear what he said to me? No, man. You said the only objective way to rate fighters is the belts. I just told you that it's not. Because again, Mario Barrios had a belt, but he's considered the weakest welterweight out there in the top 10.
Right, and me and you can agree on that, right? But like you saying Virgil Ortiz is good, what if I tell you that he's not and he's never been a champion?
Tell me how he's not good. Tell me how he's not good.
No, I think he is good. I'm just saying, for example. I think he is.
You don't think Virgil Ortiz is the best guy at 154. Fair enough, right? But he still is a good. He's very good, right?
Yeah.
And if there's anybody that can knock off a Zayas or a Boots, even, right, would be a guy like Virgil Ortiz. You would agree with that, right?
I mean, I guess people say it's Fundora, but. I think all those guys are good, man. I think all those guys are good.
Right. So
Zayas, Virgil.
My question to you then would be, wouldn't it matter who you are actually fighting? Guys that have a chance to knock you off? Okay, let's say they don't. You beat them. At least you're proving that when you stepped in the ring with guys that, and this is why I respect this fight between Zayas and Boots, who, by the way, like I said before, I got Zayas. I mean, I got Boots winning this fight, in my opinion. Now, I think it's going to be a good fight. I don't think it's going to be this blowout that y'all think it's going to be. Right now, I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be a good fight. Now,
oh my God, Boots is down.
This will prove where these guys are at. This is going to Zayas and Boots are going to have a chance to prove exactly where they're at and where they're not. Because they're fighting each other. So it does matter who you fight. It does matter.
Yeah,
no,
that
matters more than anything. I never made the argument that it didn't. My point was there is we think that Boots is so far behind in his career, and really he's not. He has the accolades, he has the eye test. The only thing he's missing now is what you guys are saying is the names on the resume. And guess what he has? He has a network behind him, DAZN, and he has a whole promotional company behind him, and he has a runway at 154 of great opponents in their prime to prove the rest of everything else that he needs. But this would give him big accolades of 2 divisions unified. And guys can try to say that doesn't mean anything. That means a lot because there's only 5 people that's done it in the whole sport.
Well, nobody's saying that he's not done anything. Like you guys here that I pick Boots, right? So how you come with all this like crazy energy, man? Like
you know what?
I'm just talking. Why are you doing the emotional stuff? Let's have the conversation.
You are the guy being emotional, saying like we're saying like he's not proven and this and that. Like,
no, bro.
You know what? Nobody
like it's fine. You can be a good fighter with a weak resume. Like that's not his fault overall. You know?
Yeah,
it's not his fault.
That's the thing, though. That's the thing about Zayas. I mean, Ennis is nobody's saying he doesn't have a path to becoming a great fighter or a better fighter. Look, this Zayas fight, it's a good start. I think most people, sensible people, are saying it's a good start for both guys. It's a good start. I mean, Zayas might be 23, but the resumes are comparable between Ennis and Zayas. And even though Zayas is only 23, like I said, since the resume is comparable, it would be a good win for Ennis. It would also be a good win for Zayas, because the media has been hyping Ennis up a lot, so it should be a good win for Zayas.
The media doesn't hype up Ennis.
You're interrupting, man. So the media has been hyping Ennis. I mean, everywhere I look, they're talking. I mean, Ring Magazine, for example, a couple of years, I think it was 2 years ago, said that he was going to be the future pound for pound #1 fighter, and he hadn't even accomplished anything back then, remotely close to top 10. So in a way, that is they're hyping him up. And I've seen other publications, like there was one publication earlier they were saying Jaron Ennis is elite, and yet he goes unrecognized by the mainstream media. I said, well, wait, I mean, what's made him elite so far? I mean, that's where I'm talking about the little bits and pieces here where you see that he's being hyped up. And so this fight for both guys is a good first step to making a case for themselves that top 10 pound for pound.
Zayas really has a chance to really. This is why I like this fight, because Zayas is actually the underdog. Now, there's a reason why. And if you look at Boots, the odds going into a lot of Boots fights, they're huge in favor of Boots. That's not a knock against him so much. And, it could just be that the odds maker are like, man, we really favor Boots over these guys that he's fighting. So he can't help that. But this is the fight that it narrows down. So he does have a chance to prove that in a fight where he's not the heavy, like, 10, 15, 20 to 1 favorite, right? It's in single digits where he can prove himself that he's just that much better than these guys, right? Now, on Zayas' case, Zayas really has a lot to gain because he's actually the underdog going into this fight. And if he could actually prove that he's better than these odds, then of course his name skyrockets, right? He becomes the guy who beat the odds. Not only that he's talented and young, he beat the odds too. So there's a lot of intrigue going into the fight.
And let me add to that real quick, because when you have a fight like this where both guys are stepping up in a way, Boots is like, this is his toughest opponent. Xander's a fucking big underdog here. Really, no matter the outcome, if it's a good fight and they actually like scrap and show heart, both guys are going to get elevated.
Nah, that's not how it'll work for Boots. If he loses, it'll be pretty bad for him.
Well, if he gets whooped, if he gets beat bad, then yeah. But no,
even if it's a close fight, he can't lose this fight. Like if he loses,
all right,
it'll be pretty bad for him, bro.
That's a good point. Guys, can I ask a question here?
I think it depends how he loses. If he loses,
yes.
You're gonna have to
if it's like a competitive fight, that it's very entertaining, because I don't never seen a Boots fight being boring.
If
that's something that he always brings.
If Boots wins,
he's an action fighter.
If Boots wins, is he a pound for pounder? Now some people are saying top 5 pound for pound all of a sudden. So what do you guys think? Where would be his ranking?
I would put him, okay, if he wins this fight,
and for me, he's not a top 5, right? But he's better. This is my opinion. If he beats Zayas, I find him better than Devin Haney. I find him better than Shakur Stevenson, right? I find him better than Tank, who's inactive. So if you guys got those guys on the list and Boots actually goes in there and beats an impressive, let's say this is all hypothetical. Let's say he beats Zayas in impressive fashion. Not necessarily a knockout, but it goes 12 rounds. He won 9 rounds. You know what I'm saying? He took 9 rounds, hurt him, maybe even dropped him. Yeah, I'm going to put him because this is a guy who, in my punching power, is a skill. It's a skill set. And I hate people that ignore that. So I'm going to take that over Devin Haney, who's a fake undefeated fighter, right? His knockout ratio is almost non-existent. We already know what Shakur is, right? Shakur doesn't knock out anybody, right? He just taps his way to victory. I take a guy like that, like Boots, who wins by knocking guys out most of the time. I take a guy like that over them.
Right. Power is a skill. Power is a skill.
Absolutely is a skill.
Boots is the greatest of all time, the new era. So some people believe Boots is gonna be like the new face of boxing, one of the headliners. The what would you call it? The vanguard. Can he become that star?
I would love for this to be a good fight, man, because I really don't care too much about either of these guys. Like, they're not like, I don't get excited. Oh, Boots Ennis fight coming up. But like, fuck it, they have a good fight. Like, cool, I'll be a new fan of somebody.
Look, I like Zayas, right? I personally know his background. I don't know him, but I know his background. He's from the same island as me. He was raised in South Florida, where I know exactly where he's at. And from everything I've heard, he's a nice person. You could see that. But I got to keep it 100% real. I'm not favoring him over Boots. And in my opinion, he has to prove that. He has to prove it.
What's his biggest weakness? What's the one thing that you say, you know why I'm not picking?
Okay. He's a nice guy.
That's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. I knew it was done.
Hold on, real quick. Not that nice. You could be a nice guy outside the ring and a killer inside the ring. Trinidad, right? You could just that just shows that you got mannerism. That's what it is.
Right.
So my point, what I'm concerned about Zayas is his lack of punching power as the fight goes along. And when the competition level stepped up, he's not getting knockout. He's not getting, he's not breaking these fighters down like before and stopping them. And he's shown that he gets tired, exerts a lot of energy because he does a lot of movement with his legs. And on top of that, he don't have much power against a guy who has punching power, even if he's tired, right? Because Boots will be tired as it goes past 6 rounds, but he still has enough punching power that he can hurt a guy like Zayas late, and his recovery could be half of what it was in the beginning and get hurt, stopped, got him reeling, losing rounds because he's just trying to survive. That's my concern about Zayas. I don't see the lack of punching power.
Yeah, I hate to tell y'all, man, but this fight won't be close. Boots is pretty much better at everything than Xander, like everything, and it'll be over pretty quickly, man.
What a nuanced
and y'all gonna be pretty shocked when y'all see what happens. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Xander's gonna go to that left jab, that left hook off that jab. That's his favorite little combination. He's going to go to the well one too many times, and Boots going to catch him with an overhand right to the equilibrium. It's going to make him do the chicken dance. That's going to be all over, man.
Can you give us a round? I'm going to write it down here because we write down predictions.
I'm predicting a 6th round knockout, but So
yeah, all right. Stoppage. A lot of people are picking Boots by stoppage on the internet. I've been reading some comments and shit. So yeah, again, Zayas, it's an underdog. He's an underdog, 350 plus 350. So even the odd makers don't have him as having that big of a chance.
And I think it makes sense. I mean, Zayas is the younger guy, and like I said, his resume is not all that great, and he doesn't have the knockout power that Boots has. So Boots is going to be the favorite with more fights, older, and more knockouts. That makes sense.
Would this be Boots Ennis' biggest win, career win, biggest win?
Yeah, absolutely, it would be.
Yeah.
Yes, but guys know why? It's because Xander's a unified champion. Like, that's why.
Okay.
But y'all say the belts don't matter, but that's exactly why.
Because he has 2 belts.
It's not because
exactly.
It's not like the belts are
Relax,
like the Infinity Stones or some shit. The belts are just a symbol that like this guy is beating this guy. It's not like the belt power. It's just resumes, dude. There's people who've been champions who sucked, and there's people who've never been champions and they were way better than those guys.
Okay, if Boots wasn't a unified champion, if he wasn't a unified champion, a lineal ring magazine champion, and Zayas wasn't also a unified champion, this fight wouldn't be as big as it is today, man. Like,
I mean, okay, I have a question for Amino. Okay, Amino, what's a bigger win for Boots? Zayas or Fundora, who has 1 belt?
Well, Zayas
but
is a bigger name.
But why are you thinking about this? Because you said the belts is the whole objective. He has 2 belts.
Okay, well, let me ask you.
No, I'm asking. Come on, answer my question.
I want clarity. Do you mean bigger name?
It's pretty clear, guys. It's pretty clear.
If Boots knocked out Philip Hergovich, who don't have a belt right now, that's got to mean something, right?
Brother, I just want clarification. Do you mean bigger name or better win? Fundora would be the better win.
The biggest win,
is more popular than all of these guys.
Better win.
Okay, Fundora's the better win.
Yeah, of course.
Can I answer the question? I'm going to answer the question.
Here we go.
I think Zayas is a better win over Stanionis and the Karen, right? I think those are Boots' best wins. Right? In my opinion, those are his best wins. So, yes, I think that would be his better. This is an opinion, right? Because Zayas never fought Karen or he never fought Stanionis. So we don't know what would happen. I'm just going by the eye test, like people like to talk about the eye test. I would say this is a better win than those 2 wins. What do you say to that, Amino?
Zayas... Yes, it would be the better win, but to me, it's because he's a unified champion. Like, that's it.
It has nothing to do with the eye test. What about the eye test? Do you think, like, skill-wise, is he better than Stanionis? Is he better than Karen? In your opinion, not anybody else's, yours.
Bro, not really.
Okay,
I would say this. Probably because he's bigger, like he's bigger than those guys. So from that standpoint, I guess I would have to say yes, because he's bigger. But as far as skill for skill, not necessarily.
So Amino, so what you're admitting is, and this is not a gotcha or anything. This is what you're admitting is that this fight tonight is his biggest fight. Because like you said, the 2 belts on the line. He's bigger than this is what you said. He's bigger than Stanionis and Karen. So therefore, it makes it a better win if he goes in there tonight and he wins the fight. So it's going to be his best win.
Absolutely. But the question was about Fundora. And I said, I think Fundora would actually be the better win only because he's looked at as more unbeatable after what he did to Keith Thurman.
I agree with you there. I do think Fundora, if I had to put Fundora and Zayas in a fight, as much as I would want Zayas to win, I got Fundora pulling that fight out.
But I think Zayas would have a great chance. I think he would have a better chance versus Fundora than he does versus Boots. Fundora,
I don't think that's.
Fundora's the one with the bad footwork. Like, he's the one that's slow. That Zayas could actually use his footwork to beat him. Keith Thurman was old. He couldn't do that. Zayas
you cannot dude, you can't fight Fedor on the outside anymore. That's not how you beat him.
Brother, you guys are looking at
He is
people
an
who
exception.
can't move.
Bro,
Zayas
You
can
cannot,
move.
you got to bully. You got to bully Fedor. You can't fight him on the outside. It's impossible.
Maybe Zayas doesn't have a chance, but I think he would have a better chance versus Fedor than he does versus Boots.
Okay.
I wouldn't agree. I don't agree with that at all. That's your belief.
He really has no way he can beat
difficult fight. He's a universally difficult, a unique.
I think Boots is the easier fight for Xander. That's an easier fight, just because the length, the height, many factors. Like the other guy's a buzzsaw, and he's incredibly long. And Xander doesn't have a lot of power.
Xander's box guys around that same height as Boots. It's like, how many people have sparred that?
Not with the same speed, brother. Not with the same speed. Not that can switch. That can throw every punch.
Guys, can I bring this back to Ennis and Zayas, because I have a question
here. I don't see all that
speed. Because I have a question for you guys. We talked about what this victory would mean for Boots, but what would this victory mean for Zayas? He's 23. Is it worth more? Is it worth more for Zayas and Boots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's the underdog. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Real quick. He's a significant size underdog, right? He's not like 100-1, but he's I think 5-1 underdog, or 5-1.
Yes.
Yeah, 5-1.
The odds maker, right? So the odds maker are giving him a slim chance. When you really break that down, that's like a 20% chance of winning the fight. Right? And so if he could defy those odds being 23, he knocks out a guy who is perceived to be a knockout artist, who's undefeated like him.
Elite.
Right? And so, and a guy that they're expecting to win. This would be like for him, this would be like Muhammad Ali beating Sonny Liston the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it would be like.
Here's my problem with that. I agree. This is bigger for Zayas. But people are saying, like, how big this is going to be for Zayas. It's going to turn him into the superstar. He should potentially be on the pound-for-pound list, right? But then, on the other hand, they're saying, well, Boots ain't really done nothing. He hasn't beaten anybody.
Mm-hmm.
All of these things, right? So how can you get so much credit for beating someone that hasn't done anything or hasn't beaten anybody?
The thing is, he's only
one at a time.
He's gonna get that because he's the underdog.
Right.
He's still the underdog.
Yeah, I'll tell Amino why. Perception, right? Going into the fight. Okay, this is a hypothetical, Amino. That's all it is, right? So don't get too emotional when I say this. How would you feel if Zayas clearly beats Boots? How would you feel?
So, you said Zayas clearly beats Boots?
Yeah, would you be shocked?
I would be stunned. I'd probably.
Okay, there you go. You see, that's what I'm trying to say. So,
but that's me. Like, but this is my thing, man. Why can't people just admit that Jaron Ennis is a great fucking fighter? Because that's what you're doing by saying that Zayas is going to be, this next big thing if he beats him. You're saying that he's a great fucking fighter.
Amino brings a good point. Let's everybody now, before the fight takes place, because let's establish our positions here. Like, let's start with Fu. Are you there? I want to hear Fu's take on this first. Let's go for you first. Boots Ennis. Where do you rank the guy? Where do you rank? How good is he?
How good is Boots?
Yeah.
There's a question mark on that. There's a question mark for me, right?
Yeah.
And that could be answered today with Zayas, how he wins. Now, what I'm expecting is this. I'm expecting that Zayas is going to give Boots problems. This is an expectation. He's going to give Boots problems early. He's going to fade late. And that's where Boots is going to win the fight, right? And if he pulls that off, I would say Boots is right around where I think he is, okay? Which is, he's the type of guy that can be a number one guy at his weight class, which that would make him number one. For the reasons that I mentioned before, it would be a question between him and Fondoro, okay? Virgil Ortiz, as good as I think he is, he's too inactive, right? He's just too inactive.
Right.
And I got questions about him, especially with the health issues that he had earlier.
Okay, so you're fully praising Boots Ennis at the end of the day. You're fully saying like, you're
I'm
not
gonna
one of these
fight.
people who say he's a bomb or what, you know?
I'm not a bum.
Of course.
People
No,
that say
I
he's
know,
a
I'm
bum,
exaggerating, but you know what I mean. Okay.
He hasn't shown me, put it this way, I will say this. He hasn't shown me where he's a bum yet. Anything can change. He hasn't shown me that. Right?
Okay.
So I
So
can't call
you
him a
give him
bum.
credit. You think he's a decent boxer. You don't. Okay.
Absolutely. I think he's a
All right.
yeah.
So it's a big win for Zayas if he wins then. Who else?
Absolutely, yeah.
Who else? Who wants to rate Boots Ennis? Where is he at? Where is he at? Is he on the overrated, underrated, a hype job? Yes.
He's for sure he's for sure a hype job. I mean, look,
here's the thing, though,
he's almost 40. Dude, look. He's almost 40 fights into his career. He's almost 30 years old, and his biggest win of his career, people are saying, might be a guy who's 23 years old. You know, wet behind the ears, and that's his best win. I mean, that's not a great career, is it?
That's
I don't think so.
Interesting.
great point.
Great point.
So I would say he's overrated
Okay,
based
but-
on that. I think so.
Fu, then if Zayas beats Boots Ennis, then how big of a win is that?
That's a great win for him. It is.
Boy, you're saying this guy. Okay,
that does not make sense.
It's a great win for him. Well, he's the underdog. That's
Don't
why.
matter, man. Either Boots is great or he's not, man. It can't be both.
Okay, Fu. Let's say you could. You're the odd maker. Let's say you could make all the odds. What would be the odds in your opinion? What should
The odds of this
be?
fight,
Yeah.
based simply on their skill level, I'd say in my book, I think Xander's a little more likely to beat him. They're saying he's not, but I'd say, look, at the very
Give us a
least,
number. Give us a number. We want a number.
at the very least, I'd say it's a 50-50 fight.
Oh,
At the least, this whole thing where they got this guy up, where it's this huge difference. He's gonna. I mean, that's a disservice to Boots, really, right? Because if this guy beats him, he's gonna look real stupid, just like somebody said there earlier.
Right. Good
Yeah, you
point.
probably should have evened that out a little more, because they have to understand this is a style that this guy has big problems with.
Yeah, now it's
And
like a
we've
big
seen it
upset or
displayed.
something, right? Like now it's gonna be like a big upset.
Yeah, now it would be a giant upset. So someone earlier said it would be bad for him. Yeah, it would be, because he's losing to a guy that he was viewed as being, gonna blow him out, and then he ends up getting beat up, loses.
Vegas and the sports books, they're not in the business of losing money, brother. They know what the hell about to happen. Just because y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? But they're not in the business of losing money. They know how good Boots is. It's the
They've been wrong many
fans that
times.
don't know.
They've been wrong many
but
times.
You got a couple of guys who has picked Boots in the panel, and you said y'all.
All right, hold on,
Well,
guys.
I'm just saying, like Boots should have already been on the pound for pound list ahead of guys like Oscar Collazo. So that's what I mean.
Why?
I mean,
What do
Interesting.
you mean, why?
I think he was.
Explain.
No, I don't know. Boots has never been in a pound for pound list, right? Anyways, guys,
No.
He's in weight class.
I mean, he's on ESPN. He's not on the ring.
Okay. Let me just, guys, read a comment here from Carlos Vasquez with a super chat. Thank you for your super chat. Really appreciate it. He says, "Don't you forget, Boots' jaw has been tested before and fail. No one dropped him." I think he's saying no one dropped him. As far as I know, no one has done that to Zayas.
Yeah.
Somebody staggered Boots. Remember, was it like who was it? Mean Machine? No.
They're gonna say Sosa.
Some
Sosa
European
fight.
guy. He landed a big right hand on Boots. I think that's the. Yeah, none of them have been dropped. Who has a better chin? You know what? Let's do it, man.
That everything's done. Not sure.
Better 10?
Yeah, guys, look at your screen here, please.
I mean,
Guys, can you look
here's
at your
the thing,
screen? Look at your screen.
All right.
I don't know, because Boots
I
actually
gotta
took
do
some
one of
bombs
these.
from Villa, though.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Like
it.
he actually
He's
took
fighting smaller, man.
some from Villa really well, though.
It's like a fucking pop quiz,
We're
Bucho.
gonna do
but a
it.
flush
Being
punch,
guys,
small,
man.
Guys,
yeah, but a
if-
flush punch is a flush punch, man, and Villa can punch.
Who has more
Yeah,
speed?
nothing like-
Who has more speed? I'm gonna do this. Look at your screen. If you're not looking at your screen, you don't know what I'm talking
I
about.
think I give it to Xander. I think he has more speed.
I think Boots has more speed.
Wait, what?
Who has more speed?
Sander has more. Sander has more educated footwork, which he can move with more fluidity. But Boots, combination punch wise, he has more hand speed than
Yeah.
I mean, it's clearly Jerron Ennis.
Oh,
I think it's going to be Xander, man. I think people are going to be shocked by how fast he
what
is.
do I do here? I don't know what to do now.
I mean, you got to get
I mean, to your point, Fool. I mean, to your point, Fool. Most likely than not, because here's the thing: Boots, he's accustomed to move with a little or less weight on his frame. That's something that a lot of people don't put into, into an equation. That when you move weight in class, you don't kill yourself more, but you're not accustomed to move that little extra mass body on your frame. So
a little more, Xander punches in a flow. He doesn't put everything on any of the shots, right? He's just like pop, 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 pop. Like Boots will throw a big right hand, and he's out of position, so he can't come right back with his left as fast as Xander's going to come with the 1, 2, 3, that kind of thing. That's what I mean.
We need a tiebreaker. We need a tiebreaker. I recognize you there. If he's not, all right, give us tiebreaker. Who has more speed?
Slight edge Boots.
Okay, then we're gonna hand speed. Yeah, hands. All right, we're going with Boots. Next, power. Easy, right?
Yeah, I think it might. I think it might be Boots. I would think, right? I bet you would think.
I mean, one could say 154-pound power because it's different than 147 power, right? But
that's what I was saying. But I mean, going by his previous fights, you just got to guess it's him, right? That's what I picked. He has over everything else. I think Xander has everything, and Boots just has the power.
Let me say this about the power.
Yes.
The first guy Boots fought, Lima, we know he's not a world beater, but he did go 10 rounds with Aaron McKenna at middleweight. Boots knocked him out in the first round.
Yeah, he had a fight at middleweight. People bring that up, All right, ring IQ.
I think it's Xander. I think it's Xander.
Yeah,
I think Amino disagrees.
Xander uses that whole ring, and he knows he's very good with distance. He's very underrated in every area. The way he moves on the inside, he's good. That he's for a 23-year-old guy, he's very educated to the sport. I really think he has a higher ring IQ than Boots.
Well, for me, it's easier to, like, I would say Boots has higher ring IQ than guys like Shakur, because it's easier to fight on the back foot and, just counter punch than a guy to be right in the mix and going after a guy. It takes more IQ to do that and not get hurt and not get dropped than a guy just standing on the back foot. So, I think Boots' IQ is
Xander can fight on the inside, dude. He can fight on the inside. He can fight at mid-range. He could move away. He could move around on you. He could do.
All right, we're gonna give it to Zayas. More people are saying Zayas in the.
I feel like he can do it all.
One for Zayas.
I'm gonna give Zayas, but I like Amino's points though about coming forward. There is something about fighters that come forward and don't get dropped and don't get that much. As compared
I don't think when Boots goes forward, he's not always being educated when he does that. In my opinion,
he's eating shots with midgets.
Taking a lot of shots.
So I don't see that as a point of that's good ring IQ.
The thing about Boots is when he's walking forward, he's trying to get in the inside. And I think we mentioned this before as well. Other podcasts. That is the difference between no one to get in the inside, and you're getting the inside. He just wants to force himself into the inside. But he, I don't want to say he's bad at it, but he's not pristine at it, if you know what I mean.
All right, we
he needs to plant his
feet. But it's really hard. But to Amin's point, he's one of the few guys, he's actually, he's willing to do it.
All right, we got to move on here. We got to move on. And we have Dirk, the biggest Boots Ennis fan. He's probably sweating right now, nervous.
Oh my God!
Are you nervous, Dirk? Are you nervous?
No.
Dirk is confident. Dirk is 100% confident here. All right.
Hey, Dirk, tell them what's gonna happen. Not what you think. Tell them what's going on.
Late round. Stop it. Let me write it down.
10 round. I'll give Xander credit.
What's up?
Xander comes to fight. Shit. Honestly, Xander comes to fight. I'm gonna say 4th round.
Outcome. In my opinion,
if Xander stands and fight, it's gonna be a 4th round knockout.
What's up, Doug? How's the Mary Life treating you, man?
It's good, man. You know, I don't like talking about personal things.
Last time I heard you,
Hey, Bucho, put me in there, man.
Yes.
Hit me with a Boots UD.
Oh. All right.
I got Boots.
No. I picked Xander. You put my food.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that though, because BDA sent me this list.
No, I picked Xander.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what the fuck? It says Boots. He's fucking with you or something.
Xander's got to fight a ball.
Are you sure, man? You might change your opinion. I'm just playing.
No, I think Xander.
He's setting up the gaslighting for later. No, I always said.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up.
I already got your prediction. I recognize the thing. It says Boots.
All right, let me give my prediction, man. I got Boots.
You can change it.
Majority decision.
Mm-hmm.
I think the difference is going to be a knockdown. I think he's going to knock down Zayas like in anywhere from round 9 to 11.
What if Xander drops him? Ever thought about that?
Oh,
it can happen. I'm telling you, it can happen.
What the fuck?
The body shot. It's going to be with a body shot.
You've been drinking.
It's going to be with a body shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking keyboard full.
Yeah, I know. It's like fuck. All right. How dare you expose me? How dare you expose me?
He's with a typewriter.
Just so that everybody knows, I'm not abandoning my people. I'm rooting for Zayas. I want Zayas to win. But
all right.
He's got a Puerto Rican flag draped around him.
We gotta finish this. We gotta finish this.
Your people is that the Lux Maxing community.
Let's get back to work. Experience. Who has more experience? I think it's easy.
Boots. He's like 42 years old. He got more experience.
Yeah, exactly, man.
No, that's got to go to Zayas. This is 154 pounds. Boots only has one fight at 54, and it's one round.
Oh, you're looking just at 154. Just at 154.
Come on.
At the weight
what
class.
kind of question is that, man? What kind of question
He's
is
going a different way. Nobody ever saw that one coming.
All right.
I mean, if this was more experience, smaller than
I didn't make the questions. I didn't make the questions. All right, next one. Footwork.
Xander.
That's Zayas for me.
Zayas. That's Zayas.
So this one is tricky.
Xander.
No, wait. Dirk says
Xander,
tricky,
this one
though.
is
It's
tricky.
There's more to it.
Oh, come on. That's not
This
tricky.
one, no, it's tricky because Boots coming forward makes a lot of mistakes. You know, crosses his feet. He does a lot of things he shouldn't do. But Xander coming forward is not good either. It's probably even worse than Boots. But they're both good fighting on the
he walks the guys down too.
So, no, Xander's if Xander tries to walk Boots down, for example,
he walked down the Flacco. He walked down Baru in a couple occasions. He walked down guys.
Yeah, but those guys don't have great footwork.
This is Boots in the landslide.
Baru has good footwork. What are you talking about? Jose has good footwork.
Nah, bro, those guys are not.
He knocked out another prospect on 154.
But the point is, that's not Xander's strength. Xander's a better outboxer than a guy.
Yeah, but how? Exactly. With his footwork.
I don't
think most people say. Question for y'all.
Yes.
He trapped guys on the ropes, man.
How much footwork does it take to fluently fight from both sides, Orthodox and Southpaw?
Well, here's the thing, though. By my experience, a lot of people gonna do it and get away with it, but in reality, I don't see Boots as an actual switch hitter. I don't see him like that. I don't think so.
He's the most natural switch hitter you've ever seen.
Let me finish real quick.
Okay.
Like, for example, the way you're supposed to switch hit is like, for example, I fight an Orthodox for a couple of rounds, and then I come out on Southpaw, right? When you're already established your plan. But if you're switching just because you're trying to look good, which is like majority of these guys do, you actually hampering yourself, because the thing is, actually takes you like a minute to take your fundamentals back to the other position. Yeah. So a lot of guys, when they do that, the other guy's gonna jump on you. I have knocked out guys in the amateurs like that.
I never believed in Boots' skills as a switch hitter.
I hear you, but Boots is not like everybody else.
We gotta move on here. Most people are
remember this from me, man.
All right.
Remember this from me. Not because you can, that don't mean you should. Okay?
All right. Words of wisdom here.
Switching, that's something that most boxers can do.
Resistance. Who has more resistance? I guess punishment resistance. Is that what he means? Yeah.
I go Zayas.
I mean, the thing is, I saw Sanders against Baru, which is a pressure guy. Yeah,
But Baru is not a big puncher.
Yeah, but that's pressure. It's a lot of punching.
right.
You know,
Karen,
he got exhausted. He actually struggled with his gas tank. I thought Baru.
I'm gonna give it to Boots Ennis, I think, just because.
It's definitely Boots. Boots has fought harder punches.
Just because he's unproven. Zayas hasn't really been in that.
I would just tie it up, man.
There's no ties here.
I think Boots has been hitting harder than Zayas.
He's fought harder punches too. As Barrow had no power.
We're gonna give it to Ennis. Stamina.
Yeah, Roman Villa had a lot of power.
Oh, this one's the easiest one. The stamina definitely goes to Boots. Xander gasses out.
Yeah, I mean, no one's digging into this guy's body the way this guy might. But
I've never seen Boots. I've never seen Boots tire.
You're right. He's been with Karen. That was an exhausting fight. The second one against Karen.
If anything, the pressure that Boots puts in his opponents gets them tired.
Yeah. I'm gonna say,
Oh my god.
got this thing.
Mental strength.
Yeah, that second fight versus Karen, Boots wasn't his same down the stretch.
The thing about Boots is, man, he takes a lot of punishment, man. Like, he takes a lot of punches. He does, man.
Yeah, yes, he does.
His last three fights.
If Xander was as aggressive as Boots, he'd probably take even more punishment. But
you can't take a lot of punishment when we fight you over by the 6th round.
You know, and if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle.
You can take a whole world of trouble in 6th round, man.
Mental
strength.
He has it.
No, but I'm not saying he's being in trouble or anything like that, because he's obviously the bigger man in all his fights. But my thing is, he actually takes a lot of punishment, man. Like a lot.
Shakur Stevenson is taking more punishment on their last 3 fights.
Shakur Stevenson has fought better opposition than him, and Shakur Stevenson all has been like, punched a lot más Cepeda. Yeah.
I think part of the reason why
Shakur Stevenson has
the thing is, you're judging Boots based off of all these showcase fights that he's having, where he's meant to look good. He's not actually having developmental fights where he's fighting different styles and trying to figure out his strength.
Man, we have given a lot of these points, man.
Boots, all this shit that we're giving to Boots, it's based off of him beating on lesser competition.
Thank you.
Before the Stanionis fight, they said that was his big test. It was a 50-50
Stanionis was a fucking email champion too, bro.
I know what you're saying, but that's what they said, brother. They said it was a 50-50 fight.
Stanionis came back from a 3-year layoff. He came back.
I have a whole video of the whole boxing world.
All right. Guys, before
Stanionis was like 5'3".
I want to end this shit just to mental strength. Who has more mental?
Boots has never been in a 50-50 fight his entire career.
I give it to Xander.
Mental strength.
I think I give it to Xander.
Why are you giving mental more? Why do you say Zayas has more mental strength?
Well, I mean, first of all, he's fighting Boots Ennis, who's a guy who's predicted to be, you have this huge advantage over him. You're still fighting him, right? Then also you have these other fighters. He's not getting complete cherry picks. He's fighting. I mean, he's a young guy, and he's fighting these guys that are more.
Yeah, but Boots hasn't fought anybody, so why is he getting so much credit for fighting Boots? Right?
Wait,
the reason he's getting so much credit for fighting Boots is because of dudes like you who gas him up.
Wait,
man, we gotta keep it consistent, man.
Hey, that's tough. He's finding Boots. Boots picked this guy because he thinks he's easy.
The way they are Boots.
No, look.
The reason
Boots picked because they think he's easy work. They think he's easy work. That's why they picked him.
This guy has 2 belts. Why wouldn't you want to fight him?
The reason, I mean, they're saying that's because Boots' talents cannot be denied. He actually has a lot of hype behind him. When it comes to like the media and shit like that, like you can say it just because he just moved out to that new weight division. He already is at 5-1, which is pretty tremendous thing if you're like just moving up to like a weight division. Even when Crawford moved up to 154, he was just like a 3-1 favorite to Madrimov.
Right.
Yeah,
that's fucking insane.
That's because Crawford's not Boots, man.
I mean, that shows like this guy is a young guy and he's taking a big challenge.
So they consider in reality.
How is it a challenge then?
Well, I mean, I said the media, the way they look at it, they're constantly telling him that he's the underdog.
Right,
this guy's so
but
great.
in your opinion,
much better than you.
In your opinion, is it a challenge? That big of a challenge?
I'm just saying that's mental toughness. If we're talking about, that was what you were rating, right? What was it again?
Mental strength.
Mental toughness.
Like mental strength. Yeah, he has mental strength, and you see him. Yeah, I think he has it. I think he has the edge there.
Time out. Why are we treating Xander like a Make-A-Wish kid? And if Boots has fought nobody, why do you want to give him so much credit?
We're rating his psychology. We're rating him.
If Boots fought nobody, why are you giving him so much credit for taking this fight? Xander, that is.
I just said the way the media is telling him that this guy's so much better and he's going to knock him out.
Who in the media?
The boxing media?
Give me somebody outside of Philadelphia media. Give me someone outside of Philadelphia media.
Dude, there's literally probably like
Las Vegas, the Ring Magazine interviews,
No, just give me like a media member.
I'll give you, give me the media right now.
Give me some names.
Yeah, I'll give you names right now. Wani is giving Boots more of a chance. Malik, the Freak Scott, is giving him more of a chance.
Yeah, Boots is the favorite.
Yeah, and in the face of all that, what is Xander doing yesterday at the ceremonial weigh-in? What was he doing? He cracked a big old smile, and he was smiling the whole time. You know who wasn't smiling?
Oh my God, he smiled.
Tim Bradley, even though he pointed out, even though Tim Bradley pointed out the same flaws that we pointed out about Boots, what he's saying, it's not going to be close. So the same thing that we're saying right here,
we got Boots stopping him.
I respect
exactly.
That's
what I mean. Like, so I give you names and media. There you go.
And then how do you explain that Boots is a 5-1 favorite over Zayas, bro? Like, of course,
that's not the media though. That's Vegas. That's sports.
That doesn't matter. It's all the same thing.
I'm gonna give you the reason why.
They pull their betting odds from the media
because this guy Zayas is mini. He seems look as too young, too green, and too inexperienced for Boots, who has twice as fights as he has. So that's why he's looking that way.
Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Those people in Vegas are not in the business of losing money, so there's a reason why there's a big favorite.
So that's what I mean. Like,
that's not what he's talking about. He's talking about mental toughness. That's what we're talking about.
So
in the face of all people.
Not because a couple of people don't think that Boots Ennis is the last Coca-Cola in the damn desert. That means that everybody's thinking that he's gonna lose. Like the only that plays is like in people's mind. Like, oh no, everybody's against him. When somebody just point out like a flaw. Tim Bradley pointed out hell of flaws.
This is my point.
Pointed out, and he's
a lot of people.
Boots.
A lot of people are picking Boots to win because he should be favored.
A lot of people saying that it's not.
Because you're not.
People saying picking Boots to win.
Most people are picking him. So
exactly. So that the only exists in like guys' minds because they probably read like
it's gonna be Xander's stuff.
Yeah, because it's because you guys follow us on Twitter and on social media.
When it comes to mental toughness, we're gonna the best way to find out is when they fight each other. We'll see what happens. But if I had to just go by the eye test, again, guys who go for the knockout more, I see them a little bit mentally more tough than a guy who outpoints you.
Yeah, because they have to bite down they have to bite down.
I have a question. I
think it comes down to the matchmaking, bro. Because you can go after a fucking knockout for a guy that isn't shit, and that they matched you baby soft. Which is what they did for Boots' entire career.
My problem with that is Boots is running a ring.
It's still going to hurt you.
Championship.
Punch to the nose, it's still going to hurt you. So Boots
exactly, bro. Like these guys never fought before. What are you saying? Like it still hurts.
Boots has won a ring belt. That means that he was the best in his division.
The ring belt.
It's the best in his division. That's all I'm saying. If you were the best in your division, I mean, you fought the best guys in your division to get there. He beat Stanionis, a guy that y'all was picking to beat him.
You mean an email champion like himself?
A guy that y'all was picking to beat him, brother. I have a whole video of the whole media saying that Stanionis could win. Or 50-50.
You just wanted to go to
trying to sell the fight.
There was actually people on this channel saying Stanios was going to win that fight.
Thank you.
Okay, I mean,
I'm gonna drop a like.
Just give the man credit. It was a good win. Why can't he get credit for a good win?
Bro, that dude was coming off a year layoff. That was not a good win.
And let's be real, bro. Boots is not going 12 rounds with Garcia or Barao. Let's be real. He's not going.
We're not hating. We just have a higher fucking standard.
I have a question for Dirk. Dirk, if Zayas wins, is it an upset?
Yes.
Shocking?
Because
is it shocking? Is it shocking?
I mean,
is it
yeah,
a shocking
based off
upset?
of the
You know what I
betting
mean?
odds.
Like,
Just look at the betting odds.
Yeah, right. But is it a shocking upset? Like,
I wouldn't say it's shocking because there's still an unknown factor with Boots. So I wouldn't say it's shocking.
I would say it would be shocking for all the hood boogers that are crying about Boots right now having to shave his beard.
Here we go. He's making it racial. Here we go. It's plenty of black people voting against this, especially across the
I asked this question earlier. I asked this question earlier.
The first one.
I asked this question earlier, but now we have no new people, so I'm gonna ask it again. If Boots wins this fight, where does he end up in the pound for pound list? I know Dirk didn't answer.
He should be number 10 at least, minimum.
Like 12.
12.
How many two division unified world champs are on the pound
They
for
said
pound
that
list?
don't count. They said it doesn't matter.
No, it definitely counts.
They just grieve.
Why they say it doesn't matter?
They said it don't even bother. Dirk. They said it doesn't
I
matter.
promise you what they told me,
When you're
bro.
like,
They said
when you're
that
damn
shit
near
don't
40
matter.
fights into your career,
you have guys under duress.
So it depends how Boots performs. He goes in there and destroys them.
You know what? Mucho, I want to change my prediction up, man, a little bit.
All right.
I want to change my prediction up. Don't even write it down. I'm just saying it. My predictions, the card is gonna be ass. The whole card gonna be boring.
Well, we know that already. The card likes.
No.
Nobody cares about the
I feel like this is a lot of back and forth over a fight that's gonna be a fucking
white
balls by the end of it.
Nobody knows.
Well, to be fair, this is a boxer versus a boxer puncher. Right? Yeah, this is actually the matchup that's the most boring to watch.
If Boots beats Zayas and he does it in impressive fashion, in my opinion, he is better than Devin Haney for sure. He's better than Shakur.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because those guys can't fucking crack an egg. So, and power. Boxing means something. So if he wins and let's say he stops Zayas, I mean, he's definitely, in my opinion, I don't know where I'll put him on the pound for pound rank, but he's definitely over them. If you tell me, oh, where do you rank him against guys like Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson? Yeah, over those guys for sure.
If he comes out here and he just demolishes Xander, he can't be less than top 5. Because that means that all the talent that we've been seeing for all these years is real.
Undefeated fighters, bro. Like that's not even.
There's no fighter more talented in boxing than Jerron Ennis.
That is some crazy claim.
That's true. What? Y'all think that's
it's not. It's true.
Come on, man.
Just talent only, though. Not everything.
All right, guys. I want to get guys. We have a comment here that I want to get into here because we have. Guys, hold on. We gotta get the chat in here involved as well. WP3636 says you lose credibility when you minimize a lineal champion. Because somebody was saying Boots was the lineal champion of 147. He had the ring belt. So you guys are...
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he beat up fucking Stanionis, bro. One of the weakest welterweight runs in all time, bro. But good shit, bro.
Well, why did he beat up Stanionis? Who had the belt?
When has Xander ever beat up a Stanionis? Xander's never fought a opponent like that in his career. Like,
why didn't he fight Bud Crawford or Earl Spence?
Because he kept taking step aside money.
Earl Spence.
Those guys wouldn't. Especially Crawford. They didn't want to fight him? No, they didn't want to fight.
Is that what you're insinuating? Are you?
He was the mandatory for both of those guys. He was the mandatory.
Bro, like no disrespect, but you gotta stop sucking dick, bro, because that's just crazy. And no one's scared of a fucking Caillou, bro.
Yeah. Amino boxing.
People be it's easy to say that.
I understand what you're doing. You're trying to gas up
go back and forth with the kid on the fucking phone, like. So I'm ignoring this.
You know what's the beautiful thing about YouTube? You can go back. The beautiful thing about YouTube is you can go back and watch BDA's show before the Stanionis fight. It was not the same energy. Oh, this is gonna be a tough fight.
Lie because we have YouTube and because we have tongues.
Yeah, go back and watch it. People weren't saying these things that you're saying. They weren't saying this going to be an easy fight for Boots. Now, after the fact, it's easier to say that.
I feel sorry for the people I walked this earth.
He looked too small to me, in my opinion.
He was. Like,
size can go against you too. If you're cutting more weight than your opponent, that can affect you.
Usually doesn't. But
it definitely can.
Okay, so Xander's bigger than Boots. Xander's bigger than Boots, so that means he should get a ton of credit for this, right?
I think he should get credit if he wins.
No, a ton of credit.
I mean, that's why we're doing this show right now, so everybody can state their beliefs. Everybody should state their beliefs, so they can fucking flip flop later on. You know, what I mean, it's now or never.
Bro, I don't see how Xander gets a decision outside of pulling a Devin Haney, which is clinch, grab, jab, hold, repeat.
I mean, why wouldn't he do that?
That's the only way for him to win. And he has to do it for 12 rounds.
I mean, he just fight. You're saying he's going to fight like Floyd. He has to fight like Floyd.
So like Floyd,
I mean, they seem
what
to
is
like that, right?
Yeah, Floyd did it against Pacquiao.
Like
Floyd did it against Pacquiao. Why not?
Yeah,
can Zayas pull off a Floyd
don't they
Mayweather
always
against
say
Pacquiao?
like, it doesn't matter how you win as long as you're winning, right?
That's what they are.
Right, that's what they say. A lot of people, listen, man, you gotta
Now it's like, well, I
we
just
bring up
hope.
how boring Shakur and Haney are. It's like, it doesn't matter. They're winning though. You can't beat them.
No.
Your favorite fighter
You
can't
know what
beat
they
him.
would say? No, you know what they always say? They say no because you guys don't understand chess. You know, you guys don't like chess.
Well, you shouldn't allow the other guy to
shit
clinch.
about
You shouldn't allow the other guys to clinch you. You shouldn't allow the other guy to clinch you. You should come on, man.
It's about the
posing.
It's about the punches they're not landing.
Yeah, Usyk doesn't allow his opponents to clinch him. He gets them to fuck off and beat their ass. So
Yep.
that's a skill.
Footwork to get
He can move. Heavyweights actually know how to clinch.
No,
he's good.
He's throwing punches and he's moving around. He's throwing a bunch of punches. I think Usyk probably has a bigger. I think Usyk has a bigger punch output than fucking Shakur Stevenson in some of his fights.
He does.
In some of his fights.
Yeah, no, he does.
Not all of them. He's a heavyweight. That's pathetic.
Yeah, he's a heavyweight. He punches more than a guy.
Why are we talking about Shakur, bro? Like this has nothing to do with Shakur. Why are we talking about?
That's because Shakur has a lot of bits in him.
What the fuck is that?
It's a laugh.
I don't know what the fuck.
Laugh.
What camino that's cierto.
What was that, BD? Boots.
It's a laugh.
Whoever that was.
Just found the Boots Ennis in his chin on a coffee table.
All right.
Whoever that was, man, I hope you're okay.
Let's not talk about.
I don't mind Xander boxing. So it's an interesting fight. I don't
Look,
want
man, you know what? Check this out. No matter what our opinions is, they're going to have to get in the ring and they're going to have to prove it.
That's what we want.
That's what it comes.
Y'all gonna be shocked tonight at what y'all see. Man. Y'all gonna be shocked.
Okay. That's a good
Y'all gonna
point.
be shocked, man.
All right. Now it's time.
I mean, if you don't like it,
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back.
Now
Y'all gonna be
it's
They're gonna
shocked.
say he was.
I'm gonna come back. Don't run. Don't like it, bro.
Now it's time to talk to the Zayas not fans, but the people who are picking. Fu, if Boots Ennis knocks out Zayas, are you gonna be surprised? And are you gonna give credit to Boots Ennis?
Hell no.
Fu
That's a no.
Both questions or just one?
All right, I'm gonna recognize.
I give him very little credit. Very little.
All you have to do is ask him his Boots black.
Very little.
Why?
Very little credit.
No, he's not gonna give him credit.
He's the betting favorite. He's the betting favorite. Why would I be shocked by that? Everyone's expecting that.
I see your angle.
Here we go.
Everyone's expecting that. Dude, read these comments. All these guys are like, he's gonna knock him out. He's gonna lay him out. He's gonna blow him out.
It's a lose.
The guy was saying,
he's
Vegas
emotionally
knows.
weak. He
Vegas
can't
is
handle
trying
it.
to
By
lose
the
money.
way, Food TV is exaggerating. There's plenty of people picking Xander.
There's
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
Every fight, there's gonna be one person who's a favorite and one person who's an underdog. So
I think he has a poll up there.
Yeah, but there's a difference between being a fucking like a 2-1 favorite and a 5-1 favorite, bro. Like,
What's your poll say? What's your poll at right now?
what were the odds with Tio and Shakur?
It was like 50-50 when I voted.
One of the lifelines.
No, we have a started a poll here.
It's
literally 50-50.
Thank you.
Phone a friend, man. Call up.
But this is one
Call
panel,
up old
man.
Smokey, man.
Everybody in the media everybody like in the comments are saying Boots. If you go to Twitter, Boots. If you go to like highlights of the fight, Boots. If you see the press conference, Boots. If you see Chris Mannix even like talking down to Zayas like, oh man, if you lose, you know, how you gonna build up back to, like, you know what I mean? Like they're already saying like he's gonna lose.
Right.
Like Boots, after this, who's you gonna pick after most people fight? Like, man, they're already saying.
I think on this show, I think we have a 50-50.
Who are you picking?
I think on this show we have a 50-50 because we have a very educated viewership. So
Dude,
that's what.
Since early, I've been saying Boots, man, and this guy's been arguing with himself.
By the way, in the chat, somebody's calling FU an extremist. Zach Bulb is calling FU an extremist.
But look, all the pressure is on Boots because, like you hear, Xander's the younger guy.
Sanders gonna outbox him for like 9 or 8 rounds, and Boots is gonna get him on the later rounds, maybe a knockdown, maybe knock him out. But for the most part, I think it's gonna knock him down in the later rounds.
Y'all gonna be shocked. Xander can't outbox Boots, man. He can't.
Of course he can. Of course he can.
When he's swinging in 360, bro.
Xander starts piecing him up, and Boots is puzzled. You're going to start to see that guy swinging at the air. That's what you're going to see.
Karen
was swinging at air.
Yeah, going back to 3-4 years ago, man.
Karen was boxing this guy, man.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago. That was 2023.
At air, dude.
Yeah, but but here's the problem. You don't know if he fixed those problems because he fought him twice and he struggled the same way.
I don't know if he needs to fix them because the first one he won 12 to nothing.
He don't need to fix him. If he's gonna fight somebody,
you're gonna use that game plan from a guy that got swept?
You're talking about scorecards where judges are actually encouraged to pick the favorite, bro. That's not a fucking. You're talking about scorecards when we're talking about defensive flaws.
Brother, you're going to use the game plan from the man that lost 12 rounds to 0. Good fucking luck.
So, I mean, here's the thing, though.
That's just cold,
you're never
bro.
gonna be happy because hold on. You're never gonna be happy because I still picking Boots and you still telling me that because he has to boxing. I'm like knock him out. Like it's not gonna be that way.
It's because you're not blowing him like he is.
Yeah, exactly. My opinion is you are very
he's
smart.
literally picking Boots and you're still crying.
Dude, this dude don't watch boxing. You can tell he don't know nothing about boxing.
All right, guys. We're gonna move.
There's one of you everywhere we go.
There's
one of you everywhere we go. Black dick all day, bro. We know.
I actually know. Hold on. I actually know.
All right, hold on. Let me ask a question here because we're going in circles here.
All right, here we go.
All right, a new question for you guys. Well, not a question, just an opinion on what Sergio Mora said. Sergio Mora compared this fight to a young Canelo facing a Mayweather. So he says Zayas is basically Canelo.
Oh my God!
What do you guys think about that statement?
Wait. He's saying Xander is Canelo.
Yeah, he's comparing.
He's saying wait. He's saying Xander is Canelo.
He's saying Zayas is Canelo, a young guy taking
I think it would.
Yeah.
The reason why I don't like that comparison is because they take nuance out of it, right? It's a totally different ball game. Floyd Mayweather was at the pinnacle of his career, right? And Canelo was fucking green, right? So it's a big difference. Boots still has a lot to prove, right? This is a big test for him as well. So that comparison is kind of dumb.
That's
it's also look, it's the other way. Dude,
this is Boots' biggest fight.
Dude, look, it's the other way around. It's Xander who's more like Floyd, but he's like a young Floyd versus a more plotting fighter. Boots Ennis is fast.
Young Floyd was a fucking.
I think he's referring to the experience. He's referring to the experience, maybe. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I'm talking about.
You're referring more to the fight style because young Floyd was actually a fucking a pressure fighter. He was a boxer puncher.
What I assume what Moore is doing here is comparing the experience, and that's what's saying. That's the dumb comparison because Floyd, when he fought Canelo, I think he was like 35, 36. Canelo was like 22, 23. Okay, big difference. That's a huge difference.
And experience, the experience was next level.
I disagree with Moore.
Acknowledging.
This is more like Trinidad Vargas, where Boots is about to damn near.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Let me fucking finish the point, man. God damn. The point is that Floyd was considered the number 1 pound for pound guy at the time.
Right. It's
Boots
big,
and
big
not.
difference. Big difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or anybody else?
I'm just getting.
Yeah, this is Trinidad
I'm getting
Vargas.
frustrated because it's goddamn like.
Trinidad Vargas. Oh shit.
Bro, Sergio
This is
Mora's
an
on the
ass
clock
beat.
when he's saying all that shit. He's on the clock when he's saying that shit.
This is an ass
So,
beat,
you know,
man.
It's just a
that
chance
means-
to say Canelo and Floyd. It's
That-
just buzzwords, man.
Okay,
Oh, there's a
well,
fight coming.
but not-
Canelo Floyd.
Okay, but now, hold on. Now
is what this matchup's
now
like.
Amino's comparing this to Fernando Vargas against Trinidad. That means Zayas gonna get his career ruined.
I think it's closer to that. I think
More like Canelo versus
I don't
Lara.
think it'll get ruined because
This
Top
is like
Rank
Ali
will
versus
stop it
Foreman.
early. I think
I
they're
think
gonna
it's
stop it early. They're not gonna let the kid get ruined.
I think it's closer to that. I think it's closer to Trinidad Vargas than it is Canelo Floyd.
Xander moves a lot better than Vargas.
Crazy.
Not style
Well,
wise.
depends how he beats him up. I mean, if he knocks out Zayas like Vargas got knocked out against. But not only did he get knocked out, he got a beating. That's the thing. That's a problem with Vargas. He took
Yeah,
a
This might
Zayas
be
is
more
gonna
like
get a
12
beating
rounds
tonight,
versus,
Josh.
this might be Trinidad versus B-Hop.
But
And you know
Vargas
what?
was the only
Yeah,
other
exactly. Yeah, true.
But like
Trinidad.
Trinidad, man, if he has
Yeah.
momentum, man, he's gonna beat the living shit out of you, man. Like, hell.
Trinidad, if you remember correctly, Trinidad took a beating in that fight too. Now he gave a worse
He did.
beating, but he did take a
For
beating.
4 or 5 rounds, and then after that, he.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vargas was getting to him for a minute.
So, on record, like, remember, once you knock down Trinidad, that's your ass.
That's your ass. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Dun, 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 dun.
You know what he used to call that? You know what Trinidad used to call that shit? He says, when you knock me down, it's like calling out the devil, but then it's another thing to face him. That's what Trinidad used to say.
Yeah, the guy was dangerous, man.
He's like, you know, I need to take that out
down.
down, right? Yeah, because the first thing he's thinking is that I'm getting that back.
Yeah.
I'm getting that back right now.
Yeah, it was like some interview I heard he was saying. It's like, yeah, I'd kind of like be in a fight and be going at a pace, just kind of cruise control. And then like when I fucking got knocked down, I wasn't like, oh shit, I gotta fucking. I'd be like, oh shit, all right, cool, time to turn it up. Like,
Yeah, he's like, well, I got knocked down. Now it's time for fuck all this technical stuff. Now it's time to knock you out.
Yeah, it was almost like a
thing about
fucking feud
Trinidad-
to like, all right, enough bullshit. Actually fight.
yeah. Like,
Yeah,
you
Trinidad
go
was
into,
an
you
actual
go into
fighter,
work,
you
the
know.
first couple hours are easy, then the rush comes. All right, let's buckle in. There.
No, I literally got told that shit the other day at work. I'll show up and I'll be slow as fuck, but then like 2 or 3 hours later, I'm already cranking them shits out. That's the
But it's
same exact way I do fights.
You work in a restaurant?
Nah, I rebuild pallets, so it's production based. However much you do is how much you get paid, type shit. So that's why I take Adderall for it.
Yeah,
Type shit.
And when you said cranking shit out, I just immediately think of like food and shit.
No,
taking crank.
fucking pallets out.
Yeah, and well, Mr. BDA ain't here to talk about
Guys,
that.
we got
industry.
another prediction from a legendary boxer, James Stoney. He says this kid Zayas is about to get ruined. He ain't ready. He's a good fighter, but he's not there yet. Ruined.
I hate that.
What we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. The Vargas thing. Whoa.
That's not what he said, dude. He said
Randy Couture, you know, what's he know?
He's gonna get ruined.
Dude, that guy thought he could beat Randy Couture.
It's like what Shakur Stevenson was saying that, like you're great for giving him this opportunity or some weird shit like that. It's like, what the fuck do you mean? That's how you're supposed to be.
Right.
And Shakur's just telling us like how big of a bitch he is.
Chris even said, "Goo goo gaga goo."
Where Shakur?
Remember that bit, bro, from like a few weeks ago? Holy shit, the baby Shakur.
Yeah, you guys were. Yeah, that was funny as fuck. That was funny as fuck.
But that's not how it's been with Boots.
Is overrated. Poor Stevenson.
Look at George Ortiz. He didn't get a Bruce opportunity, so
That guy, man, that guy's over.
Virgil's a little cockmaster, bro. That dude needs to just fucking stop boxing already. He doesn't even wants to be a boxer, bro. He'll deal with his rabies. What does he have? Rabies or some shit?
Oh shit!
He wants to be He wants to play. He wants to play Metallica in his garage, man. That's all he
He
wants.
like, bro, bro, he already talks about eating ass and shit, bro. Just go on ahead and retire.
Hey, Jermaine Ortiz is picking Zayas.
He's just like one of these metalheads, Mexican.
Zayas. Hold on. Jermaine Ortiz says he believes people are seduced by Ennis's flashiness and overlooking Zayas' rock solid fundamentals and efficiency. So he's going with the flashiness.
I agree.
Is that
seduced and rock solid in the same prediction?
I agree with that.
Damn.
I agree. The guy's got amazing balance.
Sometimes athleticism can trump fundamentals. Just look at
Roy Jones,
De La Hoya versus Shane Mosley.
Yeah, but hard work.
No, that was not training.
Well, hard work beats
De La
talent.
Hoya had way better fundamentals.
He was making fucking music albums. So
yeah, you know what?
He was singing.
Fundamental wise, he was better.
No.
There is no hard work advantage in this fight. Both of these guys are hard workers. So,
am I unwise to open up your eyes to love me? I'm a warrior in the ring and the studio.
I think Ennis has really great skill.
I'm a warrior.
Xander gets tired.
I just want to be a warrior.
He's going to move around a lot more than
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
His legs are going to get more tired. I gotta go.
Let me say this. I'm a warrior.
Let me ask you a question. Who do you guys think is gonna have the more fans in
Yes,
Brooklyn?
I was gonna ask you. Okay, yeah. Zayas. Now, what about recognize? You said Philadelphia is 2 hours away, but they do travel, right?
Yeah.
Like I've seen.
They do travel. Yeah.
I heard they don't know how to drive.
I'm gonna tell you
Joe Biden told me he can't drive.
Hold on. Let me speak. I'm gonna tell you something about Philly fans. Okay, Philly fans, I don't like, but here's what I give them credit. Philly, because I've witnessed it. I went with them. They'll travel places like St. Louis to root for their teams. Right? They'll rent out a tour bus. With like 100 deep people, maybe I'm over exaggerating, like 50 deep to go to a football game. Okay. And when the Eagles played the Rams back in like the early 2000s, I think it was, I went with them. I witnessed that. So they travel. So if they're willing to go to St. Louis, right, to watch the Eagles play the Rams, they're definitely going to go to Brooklyn, which is only like 2 hours away. So.
And which way did the fucking Taylor Pavlik fight go? I know that was like Ohio and what? Atlantic City?
Yeah, that was in Atlantic City.
What fan base traveled which way? I'm trying to remember.
Well, Atlantic City is closer to Philly than it is Ohio. Much closer.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, in boxing though, we've seen fucking small like local fan bases like that move for their fighter, So totally think, I don't know. I think it'll be
Philly fans. The Philly fans are willing to travel. That's for sure.
Yeah, for the Eagles.
And like promotion wise too.
To the Eagles.
Well, look,
I wouldn't say so. Right. Boots is the more push fighder overall between the two.
The Eagles are more important to Philly than, let's say, Boots is. Right? Absolutely, but he still has a hardcore fan base that reminds me of those guys that are willing to travel. They willing to go. And
yeah, because Boots in and of itself isn't exactly like a household name. He's still, for the hardcore. You gotta understand something.
Real combat. You gotta understand something. He has deep roots in Philly.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying like that. That's why it would give off that vibe that these guys might travel because it's not like this guy's a household name. So if you know Boots, you're more than likely willing to travel to go watch his fight if it's only a couple hours away type shit.
Were motherfuckers known to travel for Bernard Hopkins?
B-Hop?
Yeah, did you see that same phenomenon?
Yeah, I did.
There you go. Well, it's possible then.
Yeah,
it's totally.
No, I'm not putting it past them.
Yeah, and any Philly fans out there
Brooklyn is full of Puerto Rocks, though. Brooklyn is full of Puerto Rocks.
Coming out, right? Yeah, makes sense.
Philly's one of the cities around New York that's got one of the little chip on the shoulder kind of cities.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, for sure.
They definitely do. They're like fucking Brooklyn dudes. They don't care about their surroundings, right? Brooklyn dudes will fucking travel anywhere and think that it's like Brooklyn's. Philly fans are the same way. They're the same.
Yeah,
exact.
even the Philly women, bro. They fuck aggressive, bro.
There's fucking cats like that in Connecticut, man. They're fucking.
Oh yeah, they're crash outs. We call them crash outs. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. When the time comes, what was the fucking Fat Joe story about being in Bridgeport? The whole club was fighting us.
He's a liar, man. Get the fuck.
I know. It was a story though. He got into a fight probably or something at a club.
Yeah, it was a fight, and whoever they fought had a few dudes, and they got scared. That's reasonable.
And we hijacked a car, go back to the Bronx, and fucking pundit our army roll with a submachine gun. Like, where they at?
And nobody got arrested. You know? Yeah, right.
The dude who we hijacked, he's like, "Oh shit, Joe, what up?" We was eating hot dogs.
What was the last big like Brooklyn or New Yorker versus Philly fight? What was the last big fight between those two cities? Yeah,
a Brooklyn fighter versus Philly. Damn, I don't even know.
I think it might have been with Zap Judah and Danny Garcia. Was that the last?
There you go. Yeah.
Yep.
That
might have been that's the one that I can think of.
Good one.
I feel like there was another one after that.
Well, how about like just interborough, New York City, like Queens versus Brooklyn? What's the biggest interborough feud in New York?
The biggest interborough feud is probably the Bronx and Brooklyn, only because.
Fighters.
Oh yeah,
like two fighters.
Fighters? Yeah. Fighters. Or a lot more came from Brooklyn. If I'm being honest, yeah, a lot more came from like Brownsville has like fucking legends, and that's a little town, right?
So Brooklyn is the spot known for producing fighters type shit.
Yeah, I would say they historically.
More so than the Bronx.
Yeah, for sure. The Bronx are known for like killing people. That's it. You know.
Okay, so it's just more dangerous, not so much more fighters.
Jesus.
Right. Brooklyn is a combination. It's dangerous. They got fighters. They're like Philly fans. They're like Philadelphia.
Bodegas.
Yeah, they got bodegas.
It's fucking New York, man.
All right, guys, we have. By the way, everybody who's listening, anybody can join the show. The link is in the description. So if you want to jump in
here.
Al Bernstein,
We're gonna have fun.
Hall of Famer commentator Al Bernstein says he believes Ennis is the favorite, but the longer the fight goes, the more it favors Zayas. Agree or disagree?
Typo. He said penis is his favorite.
That's a weird prediction. I think one thing that's proved that Ennis has really good stamina. That's one thing. So I don't know what he means by the longer the fight goes.
I disagree with that part. What does that mean? Like
when he's swinging that air, man. When he's swinging that air and he's getting hit with stuff, he's gonna get tired.
What does that mean?
If he can make Boots exert more energy and actually make him pay for mistakes, then it could be interesting in the second half.
Those missed shots, they sap a lot of energy. So if Nice can make Boots miss enough, maybe he can tire him out. Maybe.
No, I'm not even gonna lie. Like I got a friend who's boxing. Like I started like sparring with him just a little bit. I learned, dude, missing fucking punches with the gloves is like miserable.
Yeah, like people don't realize how much more that shit
shadow boxing. Shadow boxing is not easy, right? It actually is very tiring. So if you're doing a big punch, you're putting everything on and you're missing, and then you're missing again and again and again and again. That shit messes you up physically and psychologically.
Yep.
Like it seemed like an obvious point, but then like it actually happens. It's like, oh wow,
Boots doesn't even sit down between rounds.
Sanders got great balance, and he's not out of position, so he don't care if he misses. There's not a lot of. He's not going on balance really.
He don't even take a chair between rounds, man. He's not getting tired.
He could take a chair to the head and not go down this Boots. He's made of iron.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Xander drops guys. Xander drops guys without even trying. He hits him on the chin. He hits him on the body.
You're not gonna like
He
this.
kisses the glove as it goes by. He goes into the Matrix like he
What
always
is that catch and kiss shit that made up prison 52 blocks catch and kiss bullshit? Get out of here.
Hey, it's better for boxing if Boots wins this fight because Xander's going up.
Interesting.
Xander's about to move up to 160, and there's nobody up there. Nobody.
Man.
And
I call
Boots
him
can fight
Xanax.
But Dirk, isn't it better to have?
Boots and Pandora is a much more interesting fight than Pandora Xander or Virgil
Yeah, it's
Xander.
more exciting
Okay,
fight
okay.
because
Now,
they're
now
both
let me ask.
action
Let,
fighting.
let- let me,
Exactly.
let me ask this question. Isn't it better for boxing to have a Puerto Rican superstar again?
No,
Yeah, that's what I was.
it's like
no.
It's like two of those motherfuckers in the entire America, and one of them is on this panel.
No, there's a lot. No. Okay,
That's
what are you
ignorant.
talking about? No, you're too young
Yeah,
to
that's
remember.
pretty fucking ignorant.
You're too young to remember the Trinidad days.
I'm
crazy,
exaggerating, but bro, how many Puerto Ricans are in America? 10 million?
A lot more than on the island, man.
It's not so much. Hold on. It's not so much how many there are. It's what percentage of them are actually boxing fans and what percentage of them are contributing to the sport.
Exactly.
Because I guarantee you, it's much more than any other demographic.
Okay, well let's compare that number with the African Americans, and even if they're not as interested as Puerto Ricans in boxing, it's still going to be outnumber them, right? I would imagine.
Barely.
No.
If that.
No.
Because
I don't even know how to measure this thing. Right.
Good point.
I mean, that's like when you're talking about the Barclays.
I thought we've always agreed that Mexicans and black are the ones that carry the sport as far as fans.
I never agree about blacks.
Not so much
black.
I think we said Latinos. I don't think we just said Mexican.
If you look at the top 10 box office, they're all Mexican and black people, besides the Japanese guys that just snuck in.
There's never been a Puerto Rican who's been the face of boxing. Let's be real.
No, absolutely not. But
you don't have to be the face of boxing.
Now you're moving the goalposts.
Yeah, exactly. Now they have to be the face of boxing. You have to be good enough.
Dude. He beat.
You know what? I'll argue that
was the first guy to beat Oscar. Was he not the first guy?
Yeah.
Hold on, I would argue that Miguel Cotto had a bigger fan base than Floyd Mayweather did.
Yeah, you're crazy.
People forget.
Cotto was a big.
Yeah, he did. What were those Berto numbers like? What were those Berto numbers like? Because those are Floyd's real fans.
Now listen.
Between two of Floyd's biggest fights of his career, he had one fight. It was the Berto fight. And how did those numbers
He was garbage. It was his farewell fight.
Exactly, because those are Floyd's real fans.
Yeah, that's
Floyd made his entire career based off of guys with bigger fan bases than him.
They didn't even show up to his farewell fight. Could you imagine Chavez when he would retire? He would show up to the. Imagine that's his last fight, and
they'd be in tears.
Nobody cares. Chavez. I want to be there when Floyd. I want to be there when Floyd retires. That's what people should be saying. I want to be there when Floyd retires. All right, guys, hold on. Now, can I just say something about Puerto Rican boxing? I remember that Trinidad run after he beat De La Hoya. It was crazy, man. He wins. He beats Trinidad. Then he moves up to 154. He beats David Reed for a WBA title. Then he takes a tune-up fight against Mamadou Thiam or some shit. And then he fights Vargas for the IBF. So now he's unified. Then he moves up to middleweight, beats William Joppy for the WBA title, and then he fights Hopkins and loses. But I think that run was crazy. It was Trinidad mania. It was Trinidad mania. I don't see Shakur doing that shit. I don't see Shakur going. Yes, go ahead.
No, recognize. I remember you said something about you remember seeing a bunch of these posters where that said Roy Jones Jr. You're next. That's how
42 and 0. It was 42 and 0. 42. He was gonna end up 42 and 0 beating Roy Jones, and that was gonna be his last fight.
Let me give my take on
It's crazy, you know. Like, look, Trinidad fought fucking Oscar when he was on top of the world, man.
Undefeated.
That was one of the biggest fights in boxing history.
The fight of the millennium.
Prime welterweights going at it like that.
It was called the fight of the millennium.
Started this whole argument.
That was a mega fight.
Better for? Like, I'm the reason that topic blew up. Me arguing with Sean Zattel about it. Let me get my take on it. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm the reason this fucking topic is going around. Yeah, I mean, you got one. You can send it already. If you got a medal, send the motherfucker, man. Shit. But
I'll send a medal.
Look, I'm gonna say I said it's better. I said it's better for Boots to win, of course. Why? Because, like I told y'all earlier, if Boots loses, he will get thrown away. That's just how this community works. It will not be the same. If Xander loses, the Puerto Rican people will still back him, and he could still reach that height, even with the loss on his record. It's going to be different for Boots. That was my argument.
It all remember.
I agree with that. Though. I agree with that.
You gotta add.
That's a cherry pick on wrong.
That's right.
I don't know, bro. That just kind of comes off as
voluntary defense for Xander.
That just kind of comes off as whiny, though. That well, if Boots loses, he's gonna get thrown away. So it's
but he will though. But
if he gets thrown away,
he's gonna
if he gets
get
thrown away, that says more about y'all's community and the way that they view boxing.
Xander, you can take this loss. It's okay. Come on.
My point is, we would still have two superstars.
But he will.
We could still have two superstars. The problem, if Xander wins, I don't think Boots can still be a superstar.
Nah, bro, like that's just
come on.
Look,
it is true because the Boots fan base will fucking disapprove if I was gone.
We see how this shit go, man. Like, I'm just being honest.
So you're saying that you think Boots' fan base is a bunch of assholes then?
The childishness of that community. You have to be undefeated.
Guys, let recognize fucking go in. Recognize, go ahead.
The problem with the boxing fans today that there are certain types of fans. So when it comes to guys like Jerome Boots Ennis, Shakur Stevens, Devin Haney, to a lesser extent, it's all about the O, right? They don't care about nuance. Let's say if these guys lose a competitive fight, in a fight where they show that they were actually in it, they behave like warriors in the ring, they still throw that guy out. They're like, well, you're not undefeated anymore. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, I can't rock with you. You lost.
Shit, even if you get dropped, they're like that, bro.
Yeah, even if you get
dropped. Don't get knocked down because you're losing all that fucking mystique and aura.
It's even worse for Boots because of, like y'all said, he has, people say all the time he hasn't fought nobody. He's just a hype job. So if he loses this fight, they're going to say, this was all hype from the beginning. Like,
it would have been, they'll be vindicated and correct.
Hold up, real quick. I want to fight back against that narrative that people throw away these fighters. That can go for any race. Like if there's a Mexican fighter who's at a certain level and he loses, let's say he keeps losing. Yeah, he's gonna lose mystique. But if he wins, if he loses the fight, but then goes on a streak of winning again, he'll be right back in graces, just like a black fighter. It happens to everybody.
I'm not sure.
Right.
I just think it's unique.
I don't agree with that.
Give me an example of a black fighter losing one fight and then going on a streak of winning.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I need. Yeah, that's what I need.
Hopkins, that happened to Hopkins.
Well, that happened to Hopkins
in recent times.
You have to do it post Floyd though. It has to be post Floyd because Floyd is when they started caring about the O.
Hold on.
I think people were thinking about like Adrian Broner.
Christ. I'm gonna have to. Okay.
Adrian Broner is probably the example for things.
I just named.
Adrian Broner got beat up by
Donna.
I just named you about 5 guys that have lost fights that were black and that their fan base actually grew. Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Marvin
but that's before Floyd Mayweather was the whole craze about the O, bro.
Yeah, Floyd changed the perception post Floyd.
I was going to get to my point. My point is that they bought into that you have to be flawless. There's no such thing when you look. Wins, loss, and draws is just a result of fighting. Period. It doesn't make you less of a fighter when you're fighting all the best guys and you win, lose, or draw.
And that's not even just on the professional level.
It's just the hype. Like everybody, all of his doubters are already saying like he's a hype job. All the media, we're just hyping him up. So the other guys that may have lost, they didn't have this type of hype. Like he's supposed to be the next big thing as far as in the ring. Like, and so if he loses to a 23-year-old Zayas, like that's going to be fucking bro. That is going to be devastating.
But see, like when you say doubters, you're saying it as though they're coming from an illogical place, as if they're just doubting him to doubt him. Like, no, he's being doubted because there's not enough in his career for us to actually support that, bro.
Just today, I've heard that Boots can't fight going forward. He can't fight going backwards. I've heard that just today.
He must be a bum. He must be a bum.
I've heard that just today.
Against bums. You have to put into context who he's doing this against.
I don't know how you
Stanionis is not a bum, and neither is Avanessi.
Oh, the great fucking Stanionis, and then what? And then who else?
Okay, but everybody, show me a fighter with a Hold up,
Who,
bro.
bro? Like, who are these great guys that he's beating, bro? Like, I just need to know. Like, give me like 2 more, bro. Just at least 2 more.
Look, man, salute to Xander for getting in the ring.
Salute
to Xander for actually fighting him. That's what I will say.
The great fucking Stanionis and who?
Salute to Xander for fighting him, man.
That's what I thought, bro. That's exactly what I thought.
Resumes don't win fights. If resumes won fights, then Crawford should have lost to Canelo, right?
That's not the point
You guys
being
keep
made,
talking
bro.
about his resume. Who did you want him to fight? Who did you want him to fight at 47?
I wanted him to fight Crawford.
Hey, I guarantee this is the same.
I don't understand why he changed and went the IBF route.
But
I don't understand why he went the IBF route when he was number 2 in the WBO.
He still became Crawford's mandatory. So what difference does it make which route he went if you got to the same destination?
Because he didn't go that route with Crawford in mind.
He got to the same destination.
He went that route when Spence had the belt, not when Crawford had the belt.
Right, he was chasing Spence. Who was for bigger money fight.
Okay, but you asked me who I wanted him to fight. I told you
but he was Crawford's mandatory. That's what I'm telling you. Was he or was he not Crawford's mandatory?
After the fact, after he already knew.
Was he his mandatory?
Am I stupid, or did we all not understand that Crawford wasn't staying at fucking 147 after?
He tried to have the Spence rematch at 47.
No, he tried to have it at 50. Oh yeah, he did.
No, Spence wanted it at 54.
You're right. But at the same time, that's the contractual obligation that Crawford was in, was he not?
No, it was his choice.
Was that not a contractual obligation? Yes or no?
The contract said that it was Bud Crawford's choice.
The contract said that it was either Spence or no one next, right?
It was his choice. So you said that he was moving up. If he was moving up, why did he try to fight Spence at 47? That's my question.
It was a contractual obligation. I just told you. Do you not understand what a contractual obligation is?
It was Bud Crawford's choice. It was his choice.
The contractual obligation was that Spence had a rematch clause. Do you understand what that means?
No, you're not listening.
Yes. You obviously don't like the answer.
If he was moving up to 54, why did he try to fight Spence in the rematch at 47?
Because it was contractually obligated, and it was contingent that the winner would pick the weight. That's literally all known.
Exactly. Thank you. You just answered your own question.
And like I said,
so
did he move up after that or not, though?
So he could have fought Boots as mandatory at 47.
Did he move up after that or not?
Brother,
but did he move
come on, man. Y'all got to be real about why this man don't have the big names on his resume. If you don't like facts,
bro, that's okay. You can't call me wrong.
You got to be real about that. He went the right way. He became the mandatory. He did what he was supposed to do. If the guy doesn't give him the shot at undisputed, we can't say nana boo boo to him. He's the one that didn't get the opportunity.
Is it not already known that
get the opportunity?
Okay, no, I'll wait for you to go, bro, because I'm about to cook you. So go ahead.
All right, he's the one that did not get the opportunity. Like, I mean, he needed that opportunity.
All right, now it's time for real.
Are you done, bro? Because now you're just sucking dick. Are you done? Because I'm about to cook you. Are you done? All right. Because as I know, Ennis went on fucking record saying that they were offered a fight from BLK Prime and they turned it down because they wanted Showtime involved. Even though
you gotta be a dumb motherfucker to think that Crawford is going to fight Boots. No, you can't talk shit because you talking gay shit. Anybody talking gay shit, I ain't gonna respect anything.
All right, one at a time, guys.
No, it ain't one at a time when he talking.
Well, no. We gotta. Amino.
It's not one at a time.
Amino, you gotta let Amino. All right, I asked you. All right. Real talk. It's Real Talk's turn. Real Talk's turn. Go ahead, Real Talk.
Okay, Ennis, the father of Boots Ennis, confirmed they were given an offer from Crawford to fight on BLK Prime for 10 mil. And they turned it down because they wanted to be loyal to Showtime, who was leaving boxing that year, by the way, and that they didn't have a fucking contract with, as confirmed by the father of Boots Ennis. So for you to sit here and cry that Boots didn't have these fucking opportunities, he did. You just don't like that he had them, and that I'm calling him out for it, and that he fucking didn't fight Crawford.
All right, can I respond to that line?
That's dismissed.
Can I respond to that line?
Oh, you're more than welcome to try, bro.
All right. Brother, Crawford never sent Jerron Ennis any contract. It was BLK Prime that was trying to get Jerron Ennis and Bud Crawford to fight on their platform. It wasn't Crawford trying to fight. He was getting his $10 million regardless of who he fought. He wanted to fight David Avanesian. You could go listen to the VP of BLK Prime, Zab Judah, tell you that Bozy and Boots did not reject the fight. But I don't even like talking about that because any smart boxing fan knows that Bud or Spence was not fighting Boots before they fought each other. That was the big money fight. Why would you risk it versus this young, talented dude who don't really bring nothing to the table before then? They was not fighting Boots before then. So the only time he really could have
you went off the speculation. I gave you the quote from the father himself, bro.
The only time Boots was going to fight one of them is after they fought and got their big.
I gave you the quote from the father of Boots himself, and you just gave me speculation, bro.
The VP of BLK Prime said that Bozy and Boots did not reject any offer. The man who sent the offer.
Bozy himself said they did. So then what?
No, he didn't. Bozy never said that. That's a lie.
It's literally on video, bro.
I got $1,000 right now. Bozy never said
about the internet, bro. You're more than welcome to go look it up and do your research.
I got $1,000 right now. Bozy
You're more than welcome to go look it up and do your research, bro.
Oh shit!
I've already seen that.
You're more than welcome to go do your own research, man.
But
for band,
Boots' resume is what it is.
Google's got this
because guys don't want to fight him. So salute to Xander fucking Zayas for having the courage of a fucking lion to go fight this beast. Nigga, salute Xander.
That's how you get cooked.
Bro.
For daring to do what the great Earl Spence wouldn't do. For daring to do what the great Earl Spence wouldn't do. Salute to fucking Xander Zayas.
This is a good way to cope, though, bro. You're getting claps and shit. This is a good way to cope, though. Good
salute
shit,
to Xander, man.
Yeah, you got to save your ego somehow, bro. You got cooked.
You gonna wake your family up.
Fucking guy wants to debate boxing and talk to me about his emotions and shit. Let's park this one for you, bro.
You guys got to calm down.
Yeah, on the real.
This is a really I love this shit. I just don't like the gay talk shit. I guess that's what y'all do.
Nah, you can ask Food TV, bro. I've been at this shit since 6 o'clock this morning, bro.
You guys gotta calm down. You guys gotta calm down. We have 1 hour and 45 minutes until the card begins. The main card
shift.
What's a good? Didn't you? Hey, Bucho, didn't you have a whole list of things you gotta raise?
Whole list of what?
You didn't go through all the attributes.
Well, we have another one. You guys want to do it?
Is an hour 45 to the actual card, like the main card, or the fucking prelims?
Somebody said 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm so in 2 hours. 1 hour 45.
Amino.
Yeah.
Let me ask
8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
Eastern time is what? California?
That's 5 p.m. California.
Let me ask Amino a question. Is Philly gonna show up? Are they showing up?
So I thought that it was going to be heavy Puerto Ricans, but I'm not even from Philly. I'm from St. Louis, so people think, "Oh, you from Philly? You one of the Philly guys?" Nope, I'm not a Philly guy. But
how far is that? How far is the distance between the two?
Hello, I'm in the Midwest. They're on the East Coast.
Yeah. No, that's a.
Actually, St. Louis is Missouri, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Okay.
Yeah, totally different time zone
right now. Yeah.
But so I thought it was gonna be heavy Puerto Rican, but I'm in a chat with some Philly dudes, and they said Philly showing up. So shit,
they always do.
I don't know.
I don't know how old you are, but I remember, like I said, man. I don't know if you heard it, but Philly fans travel far. There was a playoff game. It was St. Louis. This when the Rams were still in St. Louis.
Of course, I seen it. I know exactly what you was talking about, man. I miss St. Louis.
You remember them?
Yes, the motherfuckers was there.
I was in that group. I feel like
they'll have a big section, bro, but I just feel like it'll be majority.
I'm not even an Eagles fan. I'm not an Eagles fan, but I got a lot of friends out there. So they were like, yo, just come with us to the game. And we took a tour bus and we just rode out there. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah, y'all was deep, man. Y'all was deep out there.
You know, St. Louis, people from St. You're from St. Louis. You know they're crazy too. So that shit was
hell yeah.
St. Lunatics, man.
I have a feeling I think the Philly will have their a big section, Like they'll have their a pretty big section where they're all there at. But I feel like it'll be the majority of Puerto Ricans. They don't really have too many people to like support right about now. So I feel like they'll all be there.
They're gonna be there because in New York, you got a big size Puerto Rican base, and even in Philly too. The Philadelphia.
That's always been weird to me. Why is there such a big population of Puerto Ricans in New York? Well, that's always been like strange to me, isn't Puerto Rican
also
like
by Flatbush, right? They're by Flatbush Avenue. It's like 1 million freaking black people over there, so they're gonna support that guy, right?
Who was
Boots?
Oh,
yeah, you know the
What I
area
understand is most of the Puerto Ricans in Philly, from what I've seen, are actually rooting for Boots. So we'll see.
Oh yeah. He's gonna Philadelphia fight. Philadelphia.
No, well, yeah, that just comes down to like this is our, that's our fighter type shit.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
That's a Philly fighter. We're gonna go for the Philly fighter type shit. Yeah, that's geographical
There were black
tribalism.
fans. I remember there were black fans from Philly that were rooting for Danny Garcia over Zab Judah, only because he's from Philly. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, that's geographical tribalism. Like I'm gonna choose a Texas fighter over a Philly fighter all day.
I mean, that's all
shit.
all that tribalism is going to be there, all of it.
It all breaks down to like just certain like what type of tribalism is that coming from?
All of it's going to be there. Watch, that's going to be a crazy crowd.
Yeah, it's a funny mix.
Danger. All right, let's do the.
All right, I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna get back with y'all after Boots put this ass whooping on Sander, man.
Are we doing we're doing a show after the fight, or is this all the way through? Or what?
No. So we're cutting off at when the card begins, and we're gonna restart after the fight. To get you.
All right, I'll be back after this ass whooping.
All right, man. Take care, man.
Where did the first ass whooping?
That's what he's
Wait, what?
predicting an ass whooping.
I heard that motherfucker.
Stupid.
I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm the fucking clown over here.
What's
man.
the next?
I'm so not excited for any of these fights. I'm sorry.
No, the card.
No, see, like, and I understand that. I'm excited because it's fight night, but I'm realizing this is a boxer puncher versus a boxer. Remember,
a good undercard fight. If you guys, Jahai Tucker and Cedeno, I think that's going to be a decent fight on the undercard. Those are two prospects. Tucker's got a loss, but he's on a he's on a 6-fight win streak, and Cedeno's undefeated 14-0. Dominican southpaw power puncher, puts a lot into that left hand. And Jahai Tucker, he's really unorthodox. He's very I don't want to say he's like Emmanuel Augustus, but I have to compare him to any fighter. He's kind of like almost as unorthodox as Zach. Okay. I think that's going to be a good fight on the undercard. Tucker versus Cedeno. They're the ones that almost got into
If Zayas wins this fight, guys, if Zayas wins this fight, does he stay at 154?
That was impressive.
I don't fucking know.
I think he might move up.
I don't know. I mean, I guess if he can make a big fight there, like maybe Fandora.
I don't know, Jim. I'm looking forward to this fight tonight. It's going to be really good. He's coming off a 5-fight knockout streak there, Jim.
You're tuning
we got a
into
super chat.
WFM.
What the fuck's that voice? We had a super chat from the Shetland distributor. He says, "Thank you for your super chat." He says the goons only talk smack. Well, yeah, the goons only talk smack, but still fights. Oh, you might have a point there. But yeah.
To be fair, like, a lot of those the Benavides fans, right? A lot of them are their PBC and Al-Haymanites, right? And one thing I tell them, what's very common amongst PBC fans and Al-Haymanites is they steal fights. So anytime someone wants to come at me sideways about a Benavides or a Tank or a Spence, I'll be like, look, all you got to do, bro, just show me a pay-per-view receipt. It's not hard to find one. You go into your fucking your email, you type in your fucking whatever it is, the Zone, PBC, Amazon, whatever it is you bought it through, you can look up a receipt and you can screenshot that and you can send me that, and then you can validate what you're saying. But most of the time they don't fucking buy shit. So it's just like, you're just bitching about shit you steal.
Yeah, that is true. Some people have asked for receipts. They never got them. So, yeah.
And you know how hard it was to click those links?
Benavides is, right? Benavides is a big star, and yet they don't pay for his fight. Crazy.
Bro, what's crazy is Inoue had a fight around the world the same day in Japan, and we had those numbers like a few days later. He sold 550K. Some little Japanese dude, the size of a Funko Pop. We have his numbers. Where are your numbers at, Benavides?
Size of a Funko Pop.
Yep.
That dude is a life-size Funko Pop. I could put him on my desk. He'll be shadowboxing.
Oh. But with the Shitlin distributor,
all right.
the Shitlin distributor with another super chat. Thank you for that super chat. He says they steal wallets too. Okay,
stop.
Let me write this down. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful.
And bikes and peace and quiet.
Quiet. Okay. Well, anyways,
come on.
PVC fans. Yeah. Well. Do they even? What happened to the PVC? I don't even know. Like.
Oh no, I don't see them.
I forgot about the PVC.
They're doing GoFundMe boxing, bro.
Yep. I did hear that they're coming up with a really big deal with the Oprah Winfrey Network. That's gonna go next.
That's gonna be great.
Stedman is gonna be a referee.
After Martha Stewart.
OWN, bro.
The PBC boxing fans haven't been the same since I would say since Deontay Wilder.
Nah, Spence was really like the breaking point.
Spence ended it, right? It's like a person that's just like dead, but you just need to pronounce them dead. They need a doctor to pronounce them dead. That was Spence.
Yeah. For sure, bro. Like anybody else feel sorry for that nigga? Like halfway through the fight,
no.
It was like round 6 of Spence and Crawford. I was like, Yahweh. Like you got it, bro. Yahweh.
He falls.
No, bro, he fucking beating the shit out of Spence. I felt bad for the dude. I don't even like the dude.
Colita Rana, man.
Colita Rana. Where you learned that? Yeah.
I know, man.
No, it was. I felt bad. I felt
that fight.
Yeah. They should have stopped it.
I remember watching that fight, Pico. I think I might have been watching it with you guys. I don't know. Well, I remember saying, "Yo, they need to stop this fight. He's getting killed, bro."
Bro, I was on with Ring IQ live, and bro, I was said it by 6th round. I was like, yeah, go ahead and stop it, bro. Like,
yeah,
three more rounds after that's crazy.
His face was all busted up and shit. Like, he just looked at him.
He looked like Martin Lawrence when he fought Tommy Hearns on Martin.
He was all beat up. Al Heyman and Leonard Ellerby are goons trying
Leonard Ellerby
are goons for trying to kill Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, BDA talked about this when he did a live stream, right? About the conversation that they had.
Bro, we were alive for like 4 or 5 hours and touched on that subject for like 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
Bro,
I thought you guys talked more about.
You could fit Inoue in one of fucking Leonard Ellerby's nostrils, man.
It goes to tell you that when people were telling you that Mayweather ain't shit, right? When they were like, nobody fears him, right? And this was in the height of his, his little fandomhood, where they were like, basically he's like, he's the bully, he's the greatest boxer, he's the most educated. He was being stunned the whole time. He was
Floyd like behind the scenes, like nobody really fucked with him.
Yeah, nobody fucked with him. Nobody did.
Yeah, you could tell, bro. The dude was a cornball, bro. Dude had like no fucking, like no character. You could tell that the guy, like you look, there's nothing going on behind the eyes, bro. He's a dude shadow boxing behind the eyes, bro. It's like no fucking like this dude had nothing going on up there, but motherfucker was weird, dude. Like, yeah, I could imagine nobody fucked with that dude.
It's a dude shadow boxing behind his eyes.
Motherfucker just sitting there, nigga watching a movie. He's watching Transformers, and all he's thinking about he's shadow boxing, like left, right, uppercut, left, slip roll, counter. It's like, man,
the fucking boxing savant, man.
Motherfucker in the club shouting at a bitch through the fucking music about boxing and shit. Yeah, you just gotta slip and roll, man. Fucking Floyd was weird, dude.
Oh my god. I wonder, bro. Look. In the urban communities, you would say autism and shit like that is like underdiagnosed, right? I wonder how many boxers been out there that they're just a fucking idiot savant from the fucking hood that all like you just said behind his eyes all the time.
No, bro. So I was watching. So I was watching I was watching
wait, let me
Ippo.
just,
the boxing anime.
To finish the point, the fucking like Customato and shit. Like you get like that type shit too. You get these predatory motherfuckers on top of that. Like really, how much of this shit is going on in boxing? Like Daniel,
find a little weirdo kid in the back mumbling to himself. Yeah.
Hey, he's got retard strength. Let's start training him. Like,
there you go. Look at Rolly Romero. Look how far he went with retard strength.
True.
No, like I was watching the fucking the boxing anime, the Hajime no Ippo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the dude's like fucking muttering to himself in the ring and shit. He's like, leave the kid alone. He's good when he's doing that shit. I'm like, this anime is about a fucking autistic kid who started boxing. That's what it's all about.
What an inspiration.
yeah, I wonder, man. This is a.
I mean, we already know the motherfucker can't read. He's definitely he's.
I mean,
something.
he's. I mean, they're basically.
Yeah, there's another.
No, yeah.
He can't fucking read.
I wonder. Everything seems to be. It seems to be crumbling down. Everything.
It nicked him. It nicked him.
Yeah, it's.
You got to hit it at Tism.
It's over. I mean, I'm reading over here what the conversation between.
Think about it, man. The way they describe like the fucking most epic, like legendary, like elite boxers, like he's just got a mind, like he can just analyze things, like fucking Vasily Lomachenko, man. Maybe his dad saw a little something early on. He said, "You know what? We're putting the kid on the path. He's gonna be." I don't know, bro.
It says here, you don't own. You do not own a motherfucking thing.
Yeah, because fucking Floyd kept saying that he owned the PBC.
Right. Me and you stick close together, and we're going to put his little ass into the ground. You'll see.
Yeah. For fucking Al Heyman's telling him like, oh, you know, stay close to your family, you know, stay close to me, and you know, we're covered. And shit's like, man, first of all, bitch, you're not a fucking mafioso, Al Heyman. You're fucking an old man, thought chuerco with the fucking coming off of a goddamn stroke.
Yeah, but what we know about Al Heyman is that his connections to the underground world goes back probably since the 70s. So he don't have to do it. He could just get somebody to do it.
I mean, no, yeah. I mean, it never comes down to the guy himself doing it.
Yeah.
Butch, are you still selling the Moon God Heyman merch?
No, but we still have the moon somewhere. People don't even know what we're talking about.
I know, I'm going back old shit.
Wait, we're going way back.
So the Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather rematch is off, right? Thank God, to be honest with you.
Well, they said it's off, and now they're trying to say it's fucking postponed and shit. But I feel like that's just a safe case.
Yep. Yeah. Well, remember, Mayweather was supposed to fight today, but that fight got canceled because of breach of contract. He wasn't supposed to work with any other promoter except the ones that he was working with the Tyson and Pacquiao fight. So the promoter that he was working with for the Zambides fight, the Greek guy, that got canceled. So
Isn't he suing Showtime? Isn't he suing Showtime, Floyd?
Yeah. That's stupid.
It was like $348 million he's suing them. They didn't pay me my money. Nah, man, you just wasted all your money. That's all that is.
Yeah, so you know what he did, right? You know what he basically did, right? What he did was he signed these fights as if he was going to have them get the advance, you know, like a little bit of money. So that way, when he gets sued for breach of contract, right?
They want the money back. Yep.
That takes litigation, and he's thinking to himself, by the time everything gets settled, what he's being sued for, he'll have the money to pay it off because he would have a lawsuit against.
That nigga's stupid as fuck for that.
That's
like,
what he's.
Look, I'm gonna get sued.
That's a great businessman right there, Floyd Mayweather.
Like a lawsuit loan, man. Nah, I'm just gonna fucking just jerk this guy for this fucking money.
That's like when Devin Haney kept getting hit by the left hook or the left straight of fucking Lomachenko. Was like, yeah, no, we planned for that. You planned to get hit in the face.
It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan.
You know,
smart
Mike Tyson said, you have a plan until you get hit in the face. Well, fucking our plan was get hit in the face. Like that, Mr. Tyson. My God.
Smart investments. I made smart investments.
Motherfuckers make it. That's what I kept saying, bro. I was like, you're in all this debt, Floyd, bro. Like, why don't you just, wait until next month when you get your next 300 million, man? Be fine. You clear all this shit up.
300 million a month. Yeah, that's what he kept saying.
They're clear all this shit up, man.
From his strip club. Oh, that's right. That closed down. Never mind.
How do you not?
Well, you know what? No, maybe he can borrow from his stripper baby mama
with a name. How do you not be able to side hustle up some money with a name like Floyd Mayweather? You can't fucking cut a deal somewhere. All right, I'll fucking I'll get a little quick endorsement deal. It's like you can't fucking scrape up some fucking scratch. All you can do is have exhibition fights.
How did those gel blasters go? Remember, get your holiday gift with gel blasters.
Yeah,
I guess those weren't the next Red Rifle BB gun, huh? That was crazy. Seen that dude on there with fucking gel blasters. It's like a commercial from 1995 or something.
Yeah, what the fuck are we talking about, man? I'm fucking kind of fucking stoned, and I'm like,
oh no, we kind of went through the fight, right? There's nothing really more to talk about. Zayas, Ennis, we've been through everything with how the fight. Wow.
So like, how's shit going with you guys? Like, just like in life and shit. Like, you guys doing all right?
We have an hour. We have an hour and 26 minutes. I don't know where else can we.
We're almost to the end of the shift. Listen, let's get intimate with the fans, man. Open up a little bit.
I mean, what do we do here? What do we do here? I think we talked about this fight.
How are you? Like, I know you're so busy, like doing the show all the time and shit, running things. No one asks you, like, dude, how are you doing?
Exactly. Nobody cares about me. Nobody cares about me.
I care.
Thank you. Finally.
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you?
Dude, I got shit to talk about, but I gotta talk about it.
We haven't even been doing any fucking live streams. Well, I haven't. This is my first live stream that I've been hosting in a long time now.
You going through?
There hasn't been a lot of
no, because it's summer. It's there's not that many. There's not a lot of boxing fights. There's not a lot of boxing. There's a World Cup, some chilling out with friends and shit. So, yeah. Now we have a big fight. I hope the fight lives up to the hype. I hope it's not a boring ass fucking fight. We'll see.
Save your hope for the next one.
Yeah. You never know.
Before you run out.
You never know. Zayas somebody in the chat is asking a question. King KO the Great says, "Yo, Bucho, what do you think about Usyk dropping all the belts?" I don't care. I just hope, because some people are saying, "Oh, Usyk dropped the belts because he doesn't want to fight Caballel." Then, if that is the case, then I have something against that. Like I'm gonna Caballel, but
terrible.
If Usyk drops the belts and then fights Caballel, then I don't give a fuck about the belts. Like, he's the champion. So,
Usyk is kind of like, I hope maybe he's leading by example. And when they come to muscle him and say, "Oh, you got to do this and that," hey, take the fucking belts off me. I'll get him again. Well, call me a 3-time champ. Call me a 4-time champ. Fuck it. I'll go get him.
Right.
They all know who they are. That's like, bro, like you mack it on a fucking chick so hard, right? And she's like, "Oh, fuck you," and go run off with some dude. And you're like, "All right, bitch. Hey, you'll be back. You good." She come back. He's just supremely confident. He get the belts. He don't fucking care.
Mm-hmm.
But that fucking Rico fight, I
don't even.
People got fucking up in arms over that shit. That was crazy.
What the fuck is this? Yeah, no, I don't even want to see a rematch.
Rico got beat, dude.
No, he's gonna get knocked out like even faster next time.
Like
that's what happened with Triple Knee.
I always have some fucking credit for outsider opinions and outsider like variations. Someone gonna come like always gonna bring a style like totally different. Like, and maybe it'll be good once, but at least I could get like a crazy different look. Like, even like fans, like you're watching fucking like I like watching boxing with casual fans because they're just straight up. Like, "Yo, this guy sucks. This is boring." Like,
nah, for real.
Who like, "Oh wow, this knockout was crazy." Like,
no, so I got a funny story, bro. You know, I had a couple of casual homeboys. They don't really watch too much boxing. They're more UFC fans, right? And I invited them over for a fight night. I'm like, well, fuck it, bro. You know, like this should be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I think this dude's gonna beat him. You know, let's just watch the fight. You know what I'm saying? We'll have some pizza, whatever the fuck. We'll smoke, get high, and but it was Cambosos versus Haney. And yeah, like those guys don't talk to me anymore now.
Oh God.
Yeah, Devin Haney. Yep.
Yeah, so Devin Haney ruined my friendships.
Fucking yo, dude, you know how disappointed I would be if somebody came out to me and say, "Hey, I watched one of your matches with me and my friends, and those people don't." I recommended your shit to them, and they don't talk to me no more. Like if I was a musician, I released a record. Hey, I'm a fan of yours, and I I told some people to check you out, and they don't talk to me anymore.
You ruined everything, man. Thank you.
You just fucking up people's lives.
He was undisputed, bro.
You ruined some lifelong friendships.
My future wife left me because of this fucking fight.
Yeah.
How big? Hey, recognize.
We were working on having a child, and she left me because of you, bro.
Thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate you.
Thanks a lot, you piece of shit. Big nose fucker.
How big of a recognize? How big of a win is this for Puerto Rico?
It'll be huge. I'm telling you, it'll be huge, bro.
I already said like the perfect thing to replace Canelo, the Mexican star, would be to replace him with a Puerto Rican star. And now you got 10 to 15 years out of that. That would be the perfect replacement.
Yeah, and then if you think about it, if he gets past Boots, there's not really a whole lot for him to have to worry about. You know what I mean?
Yep.
What do you mean? Like in opposition? I mean, the Ortiz, full
What do you mean? Yeah.
Well, I mean, this guy
Ortiz has to find his nuts and fight him, though.
You see, Ortiz did the mistake of trying to be bigger than the program before he was a star like a Canelo. He tried to fuck with De La Hoya when you're not a star yet, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you just gotta. Yeah, you're not bigger than the program, bro. Nobody is.
How old is Ortiz now? He's got to be like 28? He's almost 30, isn't he?
Yeah, he's about 28, 29, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Well, just think about that stuff that Canelo already did by the time he was his age. He already had fought Triple G twice, I think. I think he was a 3-weight champion by that time.
That's crazy.
He was already the biggest star in the sport because I think when he beat Miguel Cotto, that's when he took really when it became more of his era, right? The Canelo era started when he.
To be fair, like Zayas would be en route. You know, he'd be on that path type shit. You know what I mean?
I was about to say that.
Canelo was on.
I was about to say that.
Yep.
He's 23.
He's got a big hurdle in front of him because he is considered the underdog. There seems to be hype for Boots, but if he could win, he could pull this fight out. Yeah, then he's gonna get a lot of publicity, a lot of opportunities to make a lot of money, big fight, all that stuff.
Well, recognize, just think about that. It's the same year that he was at the Super Bowl, right, during the halftime show. And then he gets his biggest win 4 months later. I mean, it might be his year, man. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. It might be his year. So he's got, like I said, he's got a big obstacle in front of him. Pull it off, man. Viva Puerto Rico.
Yep. And then we got a new Puerto Rican star since the last one since Miguel Cotto, which is, it's been a while. Well, Miguel Cotto retired, almost 10 years ago? I think he retired in 2017 officially. So it's been a while.
You know what Zayas don't got that Cotto had that I think he needs, though? A fucking big-ass tribal tattoo, man. That would really fucking...
I thought you were going to say a big left hook, but yeah, that worked too, a tribal tattoo.
That'll help. Put it on the left arm.
Maybe he might.
Oh, God.
Big time.
Speaking of Cotto, and I'm going to jump from Cotto to Margarito to motherfucking Mosley. I saw randomly on my Instagram Mosley talking about the fucking hand wrap shit. It's like, so full of shit. Like, so what happened? He's like, well, Nassim, man, he walked up and he said, nah, you got to take those off. And he snatched him and he ran off to the room and there was dust coming off of him. And it was like,
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem that he ran off to the room, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I don't expect people to, people are biased. They're gonna have their opinion. I think people who really looked into that could see the scam.
Especially if they know what Nazim Richardson did later in his career, right? Like, but you tell them that, Richardson was also a cheater because he did this and this to the glove and the thumb attachment. Oh, that didn't happen, even though there's video proof of it happening. But, people aren't not. You can give them the truth all they want, but they just don't want to be wrong. So they'll literally think the way they think, so they're not proven wrong. Because they'll hate it. It's that.
There is some shit to that. A little bit of projection potentially. You know what I mean? The motherfucker that's cheating all the time is gonna be the first one to that and flip it on you.
Yep.
Kind of like a Victor Conte type sort of deal. I don't fucking know. Oh man, hour 16. Boutro, I might take fucking 20-minute lunch. All right, I'll be back, dude.
Well, yeah, we might end it soon.
Take
though.
20-minute lunch on a boxing live is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah. I'll see you. Yeah, go to the BDA cafeteria. I think we have a picture.
Go to the cafeteria. Go to the
use your BDA points and get you a BDA lunch.
Yeah.
I've only been fucking putting in, 18 hours. Nah, I ain't been on here that much. Holy shit. After the show, like in between, there's gonna be like, a little off the air talk though, right? A little off the air talk.
After this fight, we're gonna do another show, so yeah.
But I mean, like in between, like after this show, then the fight is going on, like. Cause I got some off the air shit I gotta get off my fucking chest, dude.
Well, what do you mean? In between? Like during the fight?
You trying to hop in the general chat?
So we're cutting.
We're cutting it.
We're cutting off when? Like at
during the whole card, yeah, exactly. That shit. And then
maybe during the undercard we could bullshit a little bit, man. I got some wild fucking stories.
All right.
Like legit.
Okay, go get your lunch.
Are you gonna show everyone your butthole or something?
No, a cigarette.
Don't even fucking. Yeah, I need a cigarette. I don't even smoke cigarettes. I had a crazy fucking. I got a new job, man. I got this new job that's just out of control, and that's all. I'll leave it at that.
I feel you, dog.
Unwind. All right. Well, yeah, we have an hour and 15 minutes. Maybe we should end the show, and we'll be back anyways. So we might do that shit. Sobers is having a live stream. Is he live streaming? I think he's gonna live stream. So you guys want to talk? Yeah, you guys want to talk boxing? I'll show up over there. Sobers never sobers. Discord.
Yeah. Revolution. If you want to jump on Sobers.
Yeah, jump over there, man.
You could jump on there.
And I'm gonna make a drink. Maybe I'll go watch a soccer game later. And then, because I don't care about the undercard. I don't care about the undercard.
Pack of Dos Equis and just kick it at the crew.
The what?
Also, I'll probably grab a pack of Dos Equis and just kick it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The undercard sucks, so don't worry about missing anything, guys. Man, seriously. Let's end the show. I'll see you on after the fight, and I'll see you on Sobers, I guess. All right. See you. Yeah, everybody on YouTube. Thank you for being on the show. Again, we're gonna have a post-fight show, so stay tuned for that. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for everybody who hit the like button, everybody who was listening, everybody who donated. That really helps us out. We'll see you later. Play music. There we go.